How do we get Archetype out the fucking way?
How do we get me out of the way?
Is it in the way? It shouldn't be in the way.
Yeah.
She's
If
just
you-
around.
If you just click bottom right, there's a button that says rethink theater to GM, then it should remove it.
Yeah, do that.
Bottom right,
Where?
Bottom right, the retweet button.
retweet button.
The retweet button.
Oh.
Using Theater GM.
Oh!
No, that is a retweet button, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know it worked that way, but cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Actually, the term now is VX.
Oh god, you're dead.
That's not even true, it's repost, dumbass.
No, it's VX.
Shut up.
You're dead.
Okay, I'll shut up. I'm
You're
sorry.
dead as
Let me
fuck when we killed you.
just start this up, and we'll start with the first things first. Is a little introduction here of Solstice Reign and also of Lancer, which I mean, I'm not. Well, it's basically a little bit more of a summary of the stuff I've sent you, but I'm gonna do this as a little bit of a refresher since you're all here now, and it makes.
You're gonna make us watch YouTube videos?
No, I'm gonna make you listen to me.
Yeah.
So we
Oh
can get
no!
It's class time. It's time to
It's
start
not
class.
time. Well, it's a bit
I
more
wanna learn.
contextualizing what is happening, why you're here, and how things work around here, sort of deal. So let's just start it off with beginning with where you are. So at the moment, you are aboard the Union Naval Service cruise vessel Rio Grande, an Ebro-class carrier capable of carrying fighters, bombers, and mounted chassis. In this case, mechs, which is like you and many others. The roles of these types of ships is for patrolling, as well as any force multiplies any naval fleet. All in all, the Rio Grande is equipped to deal with any minuscule threat like pirates or any hostile sublime equivalent diasporan ships. As it stands, however, Rio Grande hasn't seen combat ever since it was put in service due to its role for being a diplomatic ship serving as transport during its diplomatic mission. Regardless, the Rio Grande is still an active ship, with its naval crew spending its time in stasis with regular rotations in and out of active duty, assisting with any logistics of transport to and from the planet's surface, trade, goods and gifts, exchanges of engineers and scientists, as well as to maintaining a safe watch over the rest of the diplomatic mission. Fortunately, none of Christine's major powers appear to present more than a limited naval threat thus far. It has been only years since Union made first contact with Cressidium. A survey team finds the developed planet, and the local government has agreed to talks on joining Union, leading to Rio Grande's objective, serving for diplomatic summits. All good following along? I mean, if you have any
Yeah.
questions, you may always ask.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to Cressidium's history now. Rio Grande orbits around Cressidium, a planet similar to Cradle, which is equivalent to Earth, along the Cascade Line. Similar to it in terms of habitation, climate, biosphere, and flora, the population of Cressidium has grown substantially over the last 500 years, forming numerous nations and power blocks, including the Leandric States Alliance, the Vestan Sovereignty, and the Republic of Akaznia. At the moment, the Leandric States Alliance and the Sovereignty are presently engaged in a Cold War going back decades. Both states established during a period of civil instability and warfare over land and resources known as the Barren Years. The LSA began as an alliance of smaller nation-states against the Sovereignty, an oppressive and expansionist power founded by the descendants of military and political leaders who had fled to Cressidium to escape the collapse of SECCOM. And now I'm going to talk here about what SECCOM is. SECCOM is Second Committee. Thousands of years ago, being an empire with a firm anthro-chauvinistic ideology, which is similar to something akin to conservative right-wing ideology, committed to spreading itself across the galaxy to conquer and use. However, after a strong revolution and the eventual surrender of SECCOM officials, it has been toppled and soon after replaced by the Third Committee, also known as Union, which has held firm to repel SECCOM's previous view and push towards something better. Unification of all to make sure everyone may live their best without any threats to their living. In simpler terms to explain Union's ideology, it is a utopia that respects three pillars. The first one is all shall have their material needs fulfilled. Under Union, it is paramount that all humans be afforded the decency of a life in which their basic needs are met, which means having food, water, shelter available to everyone, and they may never be denied these rights. And to do so, to violate, is the most basic of social contracts. The second one, which is no walls shall stand between worlds, because space is very deep, cold, and utterly hostile, and because of that, the Union must always allow access to anybody who wants to enjoy anything, basically, like any form of clean air. And third, no human shall be held in bondage through force, labor, or debt. The scarcity of natural resources is a false premise, a myth and a tool used to enrich the few while oppressing the many. The dignity of human life is paramount on all worlds, whether core or diasporian. To exploit people and their labor while denying them just compensation is abhorrent. The Union itself is a rare sight across space, and whilst the mission of uniting every planet across it with blink blades, which is equivalent to teleports in fast travel, and spreading every culture seems impossible, this is how it has been and how it continues to be. Oh, and by the way, you can type inside the Foundry thing. It's better for me. I may have two monitors, but one of them is occupied by my lovely page full of text for me to read. Thanks.
Wait.
Just saying, because in case you were typing something I wasn't reading.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
None of us was typing.
Ease up, pal.
Okay. So, and now for the current states of affairs. For the time, it looked like the sovereignty was losing its hold to give way for a more progressive future, as well with talks of a long-term peace for the future. Series of assassinations and internal power struggles has renewed a wave of hardline nationalism and neo-anti-Chavinist sentiment. The current relationship between both powers is tense, but not to the point of war, and representatives of the Western sovereignty have agreed to attend talks with the LSA during Rio Grande's diplomatic mission. Crisidium has spent a lot of these years isolated until recently, but it was assumed that after the collapse of Second Committee, the chances of Union remaining as a stable new movement were nil. Due to this, Crisidium's spacefaring capabilities have historically been fairly minimal, sticking to satellite launchers, though, as conservative attitudes waned, the development of space elevators and surface-launched space-capable ships have been made possible in recent times. Still, past technology, most notably mechs, have steadily kept up comparable to what can be found across other planets, and most importantly, printers of early colonial efforts have long fallen to disrepair. One of the benefits of joining Union is having access to the modern printer technology that it has available. Printers is more like, 3D printers, but imagine them like super good, like this thing makes stuff in a second sort of deal. And Crisidium doesn't really have that. So that's basically the gist of it's not the test. That's basically the gist of Crisidium and the current events of Solstice reign. This is where you're at right now. And if you have any questions like about the Union or Crisidium or whatever, you can ask now, and then I'm just gonna move on to explaining the main characters here and the Rio Grande itself.
I just want to reply to the thing in chat. I also have read. I read the PDF too.
I thought you started.
I wrote my character based around it.
You were smart. We were all stupid about it.
Hey, it's okay.
I was smart.
You can put you can put it on. You can put it right now on your skill levels here, because I will now present the next part here. So now we're gonna talk here about the Rio Grande itself.
Ooh.
So on board the Rio Grande, there are many Union soldiers and crew, but the most important ones that you have all interacted with at least once, which is a long, like several months or years, are the following ones that I'm going to present. So let me just add this, so it's much easier to explain here these characters. So to start off, we'll start with the captain of the ship herself.
Whoa!
A real woman, a real human being.
I can't believe it!
Captain Bridge Ferris is a career naval officer with 20 years of service, 10 of them as captain of the Rio Grande. She's a confident and capable commander known for her quick thinking under pressure. Ferris enjoys sharing stories of her old bakery life during shore leave and often organizes baking contests. Her ship, the Rio Grande, has seen combat action against pirates and was involved in joint operations during the liberation of Corazon. She's eager for her first recontact mission to be peaceful, although the likelihood of a combat is low. Ferris maintains ship readiness through regular drills. And now let's move on to the executive officer, which is basically second in command, which is Alex Kim. First Lieutenant Alex Kim. The executive officer of the Rio Grande is relatively new to the position and eager to prove himself. His penchant for pep talks and strict adherence to regulations can sometimes rub the crew the wrong way. They hope that Captain Ferris's confidence will help him relax into the role over time. Kim's challenges include socialization, but he excels in detail-oriented tasks and tactical thinking. He's the reigning champion of the Sparry card game CapCat aboard the ship. Not Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh my god, yeah. Mads Mikkelsen!
It's incredible that we were able to get him for this.
Yeah.
Now we'll talk with Rio, the shipboard NHP of the Rio Grande. And as a quick note, NHPs are non-human persons, which ends up being not AI, just so you know, it's not AI, it's more like people who were, you can just imagine it as people who were digitized sort of deal, or they believe that they're a person. Well, they are a person, right? Not really an AI.
So, basically Cortana?
Yeah, it's closer
It's
to that
Cortana.
than it is.
I don't know
it's
much
closer
of
to
Cortana.
than like Hal or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that. Just think of it that way. It's just you
Not
know,
necessarily a computer, it's just not a human.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a branching
Yeah.
term.
it's just a person. No, that's all that matters. It's the person, okay?
Yeah.
Rio has a bright and cheerful personality. She enjoys socializing with the crew during her brief breaks from shipboard tasks and prefers non-competitive pastimes like playing chess with First Lieutenant Kim or watching OmniNet dramas. During combat, she becomes more focused and serious, which the crew call her game face. Rio excels in monitoring and coordinating various tactical systems and advising Captain Ferris during battles. And now we're moving on to Staff Sergeant Omari Garcia, who is a dedicated Marine with a tough, fearless, and stubborn personality. He takes pride in the traditional rivalry between Union Marines and naval mech pilots, often making playful jabs at mech pilots' fancy suits, which is, you know, your mechs. Despite his banter, he's fiercely loyal to the ship's crew and always ready to jump into danger. Garcia has received the Marine Distinguished Service Medal for his actions during the Pelaran dispute and has been wounded multiple times in the line of duty. He frequently talks about retirement, but shows no signs of slowing down. And during rare shore leaves, he enjoys fishing and has a keen interest in antique firearms. And finally, one of the VIPs of the mission is Nilan Banerjee, the Union ambassador of the Cressidium mission. He is a highly experienced diplomat with a penchant for a charm and a dry sense of humor, especially after a drink or two. They speak multiple languages fluently, possess an encyclopedic knowledge of liquors and wines, and have an impeccable poker face. Despite the high-pressure nature of their work, Banerjee remains unflappable, only occasionally revealing irritation with subtle expressions. This mission is one of the most challenging in their career, with the potential to end long-standing tensions and proxy skirmishes between the LSA and the Vestans, potentially leading to Cressidium's admission to the Union. For Ambassador Banerjee, success in this mission should be the pinnacle of their diplomatic career. They travel to Cressidium on their own vessel, occasionally shuttling to Rio Grande for meetings with senior officers. And that's basically it. This is where you all are as Lancers and Solstice Reign. After the 4th trip of rearming and resupplying, the Rio Grande makes its 4th trip to Cressidium, carrying all of you as recently graduated Lancer pilots who have been rightfully assigned to the 621st Union Naval Lancer Cavalry. And so, to present all of you, it's just another routine day like usual. The latest diplomatic summit has been extended again as negotiations remain an impasse, and Banerjee has requested that Captain Ferris joins them down on the planet to give a speech or two and meet with some of the delegates in the hopes that a new face and fresh perspective might help shift some attitudes. She's been down there for several days now, and the executive officer, First Lieutenant Kim, has command. So, now that we have all the, exposition taken care of, let me just put all of you now on stage and introduce each other. This is the prompt I'm gonna give to you, and I'm gonna start with Tenry here, who is the most experienced. You're the most experienced Lancer that I have here. So
not ready.
you will be the first one to, in a way, set an example so others can kind of like have an idea of how things work. Because again, it's you know, some people here are like their first time with tabletop role-playing games and so on. So I'm gonna just, you know, ask you here, which is, what's the usual routine day for Tenri in this case?
Henry's, for the people who've noticed, a very like slow person. Not in that they don't do anything, but that they take very, very long with it. They're a very lanky, tall person, but every single movement they make is like they have a weight on their back, and usually it's spent either talking with union members or reading, but a lot of it is also they have a lot of frequent visits to medical areas, but that is then circumvented by reading a bunch about botany and animal life, and they seem to have a very great interest in just like normal planetary life. They're pretty talkative, but they can be a bit frustrating to talk to, because it seems that they're very disinterested because they're constantly yawning and seeming tired and like dozing off. But they do, for the people who've actually conversed with them longer, know that they're very genuine in it, but they just clearly struggle with being a facsimile clone, which is a mass-produced clone usually used for like shitty labor. That's basically like you make a person and just throw them away. So they're basically falling apart, but they've gotten replacement organs and prosthetics to fix them up, and they seem very genuine about helping, assisting in the union's goals.
That's fair.
Just like me in the sense that I yawn a lot.
So you can think of it that way, I guess. I mean, that's one way to put it. So that's just, you know, that's just for others. It's just an example of how you present yourselves. Like, again, this is like a new experience for all of you. For not all of you, but, you know, for some of you. And I just want you to remind yourself that we're here to have fun. You know, there's no like fucking skill ceiling or bar you have to meet here. You just do what you enjoy doing and experiment and have fun, because that's the joys of tabletop. The joys of tabletop is just, you know, being free to do whatever you want, because this is stuff you can't find in any other place. That's one way to put it. So
There's Rio Grande in real life.
So
I wish.
that's about Tenri. You know, that's the routine day for the Tenri. So now I'll move on to I don't know, you, Sweet
Oh,
Thing.
hi.
So
Full stop, you.
What's
So-
up? Hi.
present yourself here, Sweet Thing. In this case, is Take. So tell us.
Yeah,
tell
I was gonna
everyone.
say, Sweet Thing is not a Union soldier, but rather I guess the proper like comparable term might be transfer student. They are kind of being pitched to the Union as a artificial replacement for pilots, being a crude NHP that kind of was accidentally developed during attempts to develop some sort of targeting system. So they're very much focused more on just that. They spend most of their time doing like training sims, occasional visits towards the biology section, and just generally being very work focused. They try to socialize, but are very, very poor at it, given they've got a bit of a limited knowledge pool. They haven't really got a grasp of conversation properly, and they don't really understand privacy very well either. So, not the best conversation partner, but they're trying their best.
We love them.
What's their like usual routine day then? You know.
Usual routine day would probably be harassing others. They don't. I was gonna say, being that they aren't a trained student, being that they've not got any fucking soldier exams to do, they'd mostly be spending time in either training sims or just like observing others, kind of seeing how a Union pilot trains, seeing how like the processes that go through it, maintenance on their machines, stuff like that.
Wait,
Yes.
does Sweet Thing know what love is?
He's read a dictionary about it.
And well,
That's awesome.
that's fair enough for Take. And just so you know, Burga as your character, from the point of view of others, Captain Ferris herself is very much curious and enjoys the company of having Take on board as well, considering the fact that it's their first, Lancer NHP pilot, because considering the how do I say this, the setbacks of an NHP and all its glory with cascading and so on and so forth, people seeing them as Lancer pilots is a bit, dangerous to some people, which in this case would be for Garcia himself. Garcia is a little bit more cold towards Take's presence on the ship, although he understands where Captain Ferris is coming from wherever they have like a conversation together about, Take. And Kim himself is a bit more like Garcia, but he's just more curious altogether about the capabilities of a Lancer NHP pilot. So,
They hate him for his swag.
not for his swag, but for what he can
Swag
do.
is too different.
He's
I mean,
not
have
too
you ever
different. He's
seen
got
a
too much
robot
street
with this
wisdom.
much swag?
What was he?
Have you seen a robot with this much swag though?
It's like
Yeah.
a fucking pill.
Don't say that.
Bro is literally, yeah, he's like a painkiller.
So
That's a good thing.
that's about it for Take here. And now, how about we move on to well, in this case, it just leaves us with the least. Well, actually, you can be next. Archetype.
You.
Yo.
Okay,
Fluffy's so commanding.
So tell us about yourself, and then tell us what your usual routine day is for Archetype.
okay, so Archetype is the code name. Not the real name, but she'll probably just use that the whole time. The actual name was stolen from a different character from a different campaign. Don't tell anyone. What's the best description? I don't know, like comparable to other characters. It's why the name is Archetype, like gremlin, bitey, evil little fucking thing. Her whole purpose is creature. There you go. That's pretty succinct. I don't know, is an actual official Union soldier, has been attempting to record and or live stream soldier stuff and like cool, probably not very well licensed explosives that she has a thing of putting together herself. They let her get away with it though, mainly just due to effectiveness. There's a lot of things that soldiers probably aren't supposed to do that they let her do anyways just because it works. Fatal injury inbound. Attacking this thing is not gonna that's not gonna fly. That's gonna go bad for you, I'm sorry. The Bloodborne Frenzy meter is apt because one of the things that is very unsoldier-esque that this character is, susceptible to is pretty bad emotional stuff. I don't know what you would call it. Like being very...
She's traumatized like a Gundam pilot?
No, more just like impulsive and like if
Oh.
something goes wrong, she'll get angry really quickly and probably do something stupid. Again, probably not good for a soldier, but effectiveness means that they kind of like, they probably aren't too happy with her doing that, but they haven't fired her yet. They haven't like discharged her yet because she's good at what she does. Average day, sleep for way too long. way too long.
She is flunking those
Doesn't really
classes.
get around the ship much. Just
Get up. Oh no, not like true like not like missing out on the day, but like effectively doing what most of us do, which is stay up till 3 a.m. and then get up at stupid p.m. Actual getting around the ship, yes, although it's like almost obsessive how much she customizes her stuff and like practices making new bombs and new things that she probably shouldn't be making. And that obviously takes quite a while. It's effectively a gigantic weaponized hobby. So, imagine how long people spend on hobbies usually, and then apply that to your job. You can do both at the same time. It's pretty time consuming. Also, she might talk to the guns every so often. Ignore that. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
alright. Well, that's Archetype. Another lovely naval Lancer squad member. And now we can move on to Yo,
Oh shoot.
also known as Sherry. So again,
Yeah.
just tell us about her and, you know, what she does usually, routine. You know, show us your lovely backstory.
Yeah. Okay, so Cherry, she was born on one of the outer planets called Selridge, which is kind of like the boonies. It's a very country-like planet where they mostly just work on development and farming. She grew up trying to be a farmer, but she hated farming.
This shit boring.
Yeah, she always found the farming itself very boring, but the mechanics of the farming equipment very interesting. So she constantly tinkers with stuff and ends up sometimes breaking things. When she was 13, she had a farming accident, which resulted in her losing her left arm, which is why she has a prosthetic arm now.
Oops.
But she's the kind of person that never gives up no matter what. So she, even with her losing her arm, she is still like tinkering with it, trying to make it even better and just adding little modules to it. She very much likes just messing with mechanics and just breaking and fixing things.
So this is the kind of person who takes the pen apart a bunch and puts it back together a bunch of times.
Yes. Yeah. She's the kind of person that takes apart the pen and somehow turns it into a pencil.
Wow.
But in her teenage years, she decided to move away from farming and go to a engineering school like her older brother, because she's got like older brother and 2 sisters. And their family consists of engineers and farmers. But while in the engineering school, they were testing some flight equipment, and for a bit there was a union pilot trainee over there, and she ended up becoming friends with them. His name's Colin, and that kind of sparked her drive to want to become a pilot. So she, against her father's wishes, she switched gears again and decided to go towards a piloting career. And now she's here, and she's kind of person that is very bubbly and energetic, but also kind of has a small temper if like something doesn't work the way she thought it would.
So yeah, engineering students.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah. I've met those.
And I forgot to mention, she absolutely loves food. She will literally like take food from the cafeteria and stuff it in her mech.
Classic.
Somebody get arrested.
So on her free time, she's generally just messing with some electronics, or listening to music, or eating.
Eating is a hobby, hell yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yay!
And now we can move on to you, Holly, and present to us yourself, Stargazer.
May I say something really quick? Yeah, just type also.
You can type in there.
After Holly's done, I didn't actually know we were going through backstories because I didn't write a whole ass one.
I
If
mean,
I
it's
can
okay. You
go
don't
through
have to
that
have
after Holly.
You don't have to have a huge.
Oh, no.
Well, I did at
backstory.
least want to tell it since I wrote it, seeing
Yeah,
as other
fair.
people went through it. But after Holly's done, so yeah.
Sure. Well, you can present yourself. You can just type there. You can always speak if you want as well. Again, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
We do not mind either way.
Yeah. Also, I have a feeling there's going to be a ton of stuff that gets like everyone's going to be adding like a billion things to the pages on CompCon after this, anyways.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Don't worry about it.
You can always add as much you want. I mean, I do recommend if you want to have your CompCon open just in case and note
yeah,
down
that shit's
whatever
open.
you want to have noted down.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah, that's what the notes page is for.
That's
Now,
crazy.
hold on.
That's how tabletop works. You take notes just in
Whoa.
case you don't forget, because tabletop
No
is
way.
like weekly or so.
No way. I will also say it's cute with Boozy with your character also having like prosthetic things because like that's also very much Tenry's like, oh hey, my body's falling apart. Here's someone else I can relate to. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's why when you were talking about your character, I was like, yo, that's kind of cool.
Thank you.
I gotta figure out. Oh, I gotta troubleshoot that damn thing with the theater insert so you can have it show up while typing. It would've been nice.
Yeah.
I'll just copy and paste it here.
GB.
Guys, this is Gibi or GB? A green bean. Yeah.
Totally fair. Can I just do this? I can do this. Nice.
Oh hell yeah.
Yo!
Let's
So
fucking
just
go.
to give focus. I mean, I'm sure we're all already staring at the chat as needed. But
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah,
do
yeah.
this anyway as well.
That's
Sick.
cool. This shit's a real RPG now.
It's crazy.
Visual novel achieved.
True.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. Also, I'm probably going to do a better portrait. Don't worry.
No,
Yes,
it's
man.
fine.
No, I'm gonna miss this one.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I really don't mind if you don't have your portrait.
Okay, but what if I do?
I don't mind.
What if they have someone else's portrait?
I'll get really mad.
I just put the Pomni image back in.
Look at this.
Oh, that's so cool. It does like a little bump too, like the character's actually like being selected. That's adorable.
Yeah.
There's even like emotions systems to it. You can have like different images for the emotions.
Oh,
God damn, this shit's advanced.
yeah, can you do GIFs
Oh,
or
yeah.
is that not a thing?
Well, yeah, it's an image, right?
Right. But you know how people? I should probably be reading this, but you know how people do like character talking GIFs with just like the mouth opening and stuff.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, this has so much potential.
It's a lot of work.
I'm gonna end up making like 10 different variants of my portrait, like happy,
Same.
sad,
I'm
fun, stuff like that.
I'm not.
Oh,
Well,
all
I
of the
mean,
emotions
if
are
I
so
had the
bad.
time, I would. But
Arm up and arm down.
That's a
They're two
ton of
emotions.
I see. I can do this.
Whoa!
okay, that's fair. Yeah.
These are just default, but you can set a different
What the
to a
hell?
specific image.
That is
Sick.
what I was thinking.
That's
Oh.
Strict as hell.
Straight from the home system.
But yeah,
Oh, okay. So yeah, kind of like curious creature.
Hmm.
the alien is curious.
The
The
dude
hell?
is a creature.
We've achieved a creature status at least twice now,
Correct.
at bare minimum. There could be more.
True, actually. I think we could possibly lead into a full creature party.
I feel like it's already a full creature party considering the everything we're dealing with here already.
Oh,
Looks at the animal genus. Wait a minute.
Notices, what's it, 6th party member, live animal?
It's just like a chicken.
Yeah.
A little bee.
Oh. She lost a little bean, no.
Oh, it's fucking over.
tragic little bean backstory.
The tragedy of Lil Bean, yeah, goddamn.
Tragedy.
They're gonna get a new ship, and it's gonna be Big B.
I mean, well, Rio
Spoilers.
Grande is also right there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it.
Little did you know it was actually going to be smaller beam.
Yeah.
Micron beam.
The possibilities are endless.
Aww. That's cute. Just looking up and being like, I like your ideals. I like your team. I'm joining.
Yeah.
She
I don't know
She sure doesn't liking the vast and sovereignty, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Unless.
I don't. Like, I wonder if my character feels anything towards the ideology of the Union. Or is she just being enabled?
Well, the union will take what it can, basically. Not like forcibly, but more like if you're volunteering, then why not?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, Take has like zero emotions towards any of the Union's ideology, but it's, free pilot, whatever.
Yeah. I know she's probably not against it or like hating their thing. Probably just doesn't pay as much attention. Maybe this is what she should.
She doesn't give a fuck.
Right? No, it's more. It's just like. It's like the reverse of mercenary things, where they're like, "I'll do anything to get the money." This is more like, I gotta do what I want to do. So yeah, sure, I'll.
I'll do whatever I need to for fun.
Yeah, I get to have fun blowing things up.
You give me a mech, I will do anything.
Please, please give me free Everest, please.
I'll have you know.
Oh my
You
god,
already
I'm
have
a
free
leader.
Everest. It came free with your fucking graduation.
This shit is the really difficult to pronounce Sagaramata. I'll have you know.
The Sagaramata, the Sagamata.
Sagamatha.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do it, I dare you. Do it.
I hardly know her.
Say Fluffy, do graduates who score very well get a free displacer for their mech?
No.
Shut up. They don't get the Jogargon.
Oh, sorry.
They don't get it.
Looks like Argon's been displaced from this group.
No!
They'll have their own joke of those places soon enough.
Is a displacer funny to you?
First off,
All in all, so far,
Aw.
Stargazer and Wrench 2 are the most normal pilots here.
What's that supposed to mean?
Wait, who's Wrench 2?
It's you!
It's the mech, dumbass.
Oh, wait.
I was
Wrench
I don't
2
know if
is her
that's
call,
funny.
is Cherry's call sign.
But isn't that Cherry's mech, Wrench, too?
No.
No,
Cherry-
my
Cherry.
mech is
It's
Ruby.
Ruby.
Oh,
So what do you mean? Tenry's pretty normal aside from falling apart.
like mentally normal, physically horrible.
Terry's trying their hardest to be normal.
Yeah, that's fucking rude, man.
You're trying so hard, Fluffy. You're so fucking rude. Oh my
I
That's
mean,
god.
I guess Take's trying their hardest to be normal too. It's about the
Like-
success level.
Like, Tenry literally is normal despite just having the worst body.
Terry just has allergies.
Yeah, that like rot your body.
Just allergies.
Yeah.
Well,
Shame on
Help
you,
them when it's
Fluffy.
hay fever season.
I was gonna say, I
Shame
don't
on
know-
you, Fluffy.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
mine's
I'm the
trying
narrator.
pretty
I have
hard.
no bias.
You did. You said you decreed it. You put upon you.
I can't believe you're ableist, Fluffy. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You,
I'm
you
not
wrote it into
ableist.
law.
Oh,
Oh. I feel like everything in the Rio Grande is foreign to her ever since she's been there.
Wait, yo, that means Stargazer and Cherry can just mess with stuff. And maybe accidentally break a few things.
But they can
Okay,
get
but
away
what
with
if-
it because they're Lancers.
I was gonna say, if you hang around with me, then you can deliberately break things.
Is it possible?
Team synergy.
Team
Working
synergy of
together.
breaking things.
Yeah, well, it's like, oh no, we accidentally caused this like circuit to blow up, and it's just like, yeah,
Accidentally.
accidentally, huh? We could do that.
That's a new one.
No, I suppose the normalcy thing is something that I've been saying for a while, which is like pretty much every character has like the capacity to be normal. It's just whether or not they'll do it.
I don't know if they have the capacity. I don't know if.
I don't know if mine wants to.
I don't think Hakude has the capacity for that.
I believe in her.
Aww. So yeah, it must be kind of cool to be able to look around and just be like, holy shit, absolutely everything is brand new. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Okay, Holly. Thank you. Very cute character. I hope you have that written down. Well, I know you already have that written down on your Comic-Con. I saw it. I read it with my own eyes. But again, if you come
Guessing
up with
mad about nothing.
if you come up with any extra ideas, you can always say so. Or, I mean, write them down. So, I mean, again, anytime you want to interject for roleplay and stuff, Holly, just type. Just type. It'll be fine. There'll be lots of moments for roleplay, so don't feel discouraged just because you're typing. I just wanted to point that out, because some people do, and I don't want them to feel discouraged. But
Can I quickly steal the limelight again?
The what?
The limelight.
The limelight.
He doesn't know it.
I don't know what a limelight is.
It's like the light for like, you know, like someone on stage.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You don't have to put it.
I will put it.
So I mentioned a facsimile clone. So basically, they were on a planet that was more or less ruled by some people still like in some branch of second committee. So anthrochauvinism, of course, viewing humanity as the biggest thing ever, and everything else is below them. So to do any sort of manual labor, they would have people get paid to donate their genes to then be made into these flash-produced clones. So you just have a bunch of like hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people grown in these tubs until they were of mature age and just thrown into any hell work that would likely kill them. So it's like mining, factory work with no safety, literally anything. So they're thrown in there, then they die after a bit, or they die from a genetic defect or disease. And then at some point, the Union rolled past and basically liberated this planet, dismantled the whole flash cloning thing, and accommodated for every still surviving facsimile clone. And Tenri was one of them. And instead of just like trying to live the rest of a short, painful life in like some sort of luxury or with some family, they were very inspired by the whole Union aspect of like how they, you know, heroically more or less saved these people. So they enrolled into the Lancer pilot program, and despite having this body that's like rotting from the inside with genetic defects and cancers and diseases, they were accommodated with synthetic organs and a bunch of prosthetics, both their legs and an arm missing and a heart and an eye. So it's very rough on them, but they're very much holding on to it's like they're being part of something that's striving to something better. So they're kind of seeing this as like, this might be incredibly rough on me, but at least it's for some better thing. A sort of smaller goal for them also is finding who the actual person is that gave the genetic data to have them and all their like siblings created, because they do actually want to like in the future try and have a healthy body clone that's not just like a flash cloned one to have their mind implanted into, so they can actually live a normal life instead of falling apart. Yeah,
that's a pretty good goal to have.
Yeah,
that's actually really interesting, because it's almost like the planet was trying to go through loopholes around the Union by
well, this was
not having quote unquote people do all the work, and instead making clones and making them not people. So
yeah, it is just like a shitty thing, and then at some point they were like, hang on, what the fuck are they doing over there?
Hey, wait a second, this is unethical.
Yeah, and then they scroll past. So yeah, that's basically more or less their like whole shtick. So they're very like happy to talk with Union staff, and in general just like they're very, despite everything, a happy person. They're just a bit rough.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You all have very lovely backstories that I hope that you can develop further on as we go on through this little campaign.
Yeah.
So
I already started making backstories for Cherry's dad.
nice.
Let's fucking go.
That's so in depth. So awesome. So let's just get on with what comes after, right? So now that you're all acquainted with who you're dealing with, I'm just gonna put all of you in one go here, just for fun.
Yo,
It's
Ooh.
fun.
What a team.
So this
The
is how it
team venture.
stands. This is the 621st Naval Lancer Squadron. You know, Nasal's Cavalry, which is all 5 of you. Obviously, I'm sure that some of you are already acquainted with each other. Some have already like talked here and there. I mean, you do share the same quarters for living, but considering each one of you have your own like habits and attitudes and so on, it's probably, I would say, often here and there you get to talk with each other and relate and share common interests as usual Union fashion. So so let's just go on with like it's beyond just what an average routine day is, because after all the Rio Grande is like in stasis sort of deal, since you're just a carrier ship just keeping watch, being like a diplomatic, carrying back and forth Banerjee and other Union engineers, so on and so forth. So doing like your own average Union routine day aboard the Rio Grande, it's only in the moment, whatever you're all doing, if you're like doing gadgets, fiddling with technology, staying in your quarters and so on and so forth, each one of you are cordially called by Kim as a sense of urgency sort of manner. So you're all reached over through your PDAs or OmniNet or whatever is available for you, that you will receive the call, and from there it's a matter of going to a briefing room that Kim has called you all to go into. So I'm assuming in this case that each one of you get there in their like orderly manner, unless some of you are a little bit more late than others, like if you have like excuses or more appropriate reasoning for arriving late. But what matters here is that even you're taken away from whatever activity you were doing and you're taken towards the briefing room that you know where to arrive. So to be called by Kim is a bit a little bit important. You all have already like talked with Kim like once or twice, maybe more, depending on how much you like Kim or how much you enjoy spending time with him. Maybe you've talked more with Bridget Ferris, with the captain herself, but what matters here is that Kim here calling you here is quite important, considering the fact that Captain Ferris is down in Crisidium at the moment. So as you all make your way into the briefing room, stepping in one by one, in the briefing room you'll notice that Kim is already there with Garcia himself, right? So you all step inside. The briefing room itself is very much clean, like any other part of the Rio Grande. And in this ship itself, this room itself, the briefing room, it's like any other. You can imagine like an office-like room. Table in the middle, chairs around it, but think of it more like sci-fi. Like big holograms, big panels.
The chairs are floating.
No, not floating chairs. There's chairs for each one of you and more, right? So, as you all step inside, Kim was already talking there with Garcia, who both have a very calm manner with each other, but they were discussing something important as you all arrived. But once the last one entered, which could be anyone, right? The door closed in on itself from behind. And then Kim speaks out to all of you to take a seat and get ready, because we're gonna talk about something very important here. So I'm assuming here that again all of each you take a seat, right? I mean,
We're all like recent graduated students. We're all gonna behave.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially considering Kim is basically the captain of the ship. You don't want to disobey orders.
We all sit on the chairs, and it just sounds like.
Yeah. Hold on, let me join in.
So After Kim orders you all to sit down, and Garcia just goes silent as he lets Kim speak up. Let me just do this, turn this off, and turn this on, which is just more little audio. And let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, so after you all sat down, Kim speaks up. And I'm going to hear put on a voice, right? Because I like putting on voices. I like role playing. So
I swear, if he sounds like Mickey Mouse.
No, I do not make voices of that matter. Okay, my range is not on that level. I'm sorry. So Kim here. Hey, who joined?
Escape. Hello,
Hi,
Escape.
Escape.
Hey, Escape.
Copy.
Hello.
So
Just in time.
Kim speaks up and will finally present the reason behind the call. Hold on, let me get in the mentality. I'm getting character, okay?
Yeah.
It's not my character. I have to actually play it right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Kim speaks up, and it goes like this. He speaks with an authoritative tone, considering the fact that he's very strict, after all. And he, compared to Faris, anytime he's spoken with Faris before, she was more relaxed, but Kim here is quite strict. Lancers, in other words, the 621st Naval Cavalry Lancer Squadron, welcome. I hope it wasn't much of an issue interrupting you all on whatever duties you were doing, but Garcia here recommended the call to bring you all here. So, let's get to it. As you all know, we're all here on a diplomatic mission, right? Banerjee is down there taking care of dealing with the Vestin and the LSA, and Faris recently joined down there as well. Of course, this is no cause for alarm, but we've only gotten just recently a call from Faris herself. Faris has politely requested that you, all 5 of you, go down there as well, apparently to do a security detail on the situation, but she seemed very much leaning towards Banerjee being the one who gave the idea. Of course, I didn't want to decline such a request, and considering the fact that if it is Banerjee doing the call, they must have a very good reason to bringing down 5 of you. Of course, you are the only Lancers aboard the Rio Grande, and no other mech pilot here could, at the very least, live up to the role of doing the most security detail. I know that all of you haven't seen much combat or done much beyond just simulations and training, but I'd like to reassure you that this is not a mission of combat of sorts. And from there, Kim gets interjected here by Garcia, who speaks up to, as a matter not to interrupt, but he just steps forward, cigar in mouth, right? He takes a quick puff and just does a quick exhale.
Salutes.
And he speaks up. Of course, it's not a combat mission. You'll just be there just to parade around your fancy suits. It's not up to us to tell you what exactly is in plan here. Like Kim just said here, Faris didn't really go much into detail, but I'll be joining along as well. And then Kim speaks up afterwards. Yes, Garcia himself will be joining you all down into Presidium. The plan here is tomorrow morning is that we will lead up just 2 dropships, yourselves and Garcia himself, and just to go down there and do this supposed security detail. Of course, like I said before, we don't know exactly why Faris would require such just use Lancers, but just for for safety, and considering that you're all recently graduated still, Garcia will just come along as well, just to lead the way. After all, this is more dealing with the populace and diplomatics, and I would not to say that you don't have much experience in that front, but it's best to just let Garcia himself take charge here.
Well, they were looking around, looking at each other at the implication of not being able to do diplomacy, and just kind of like, yeah.
I just like piloting my mech.
Exactly.
Uh,
So Garcia speaks up once again to just talk more about the mission detail. He just presses a few buttons on the table hologram, which pulls up planet view like hologram, and then which will then focus down on the Nova Elysia, which is the capital city of the LSA, and that will focus around secluded, like a specific area, which is now outlined as Forward Operating Base Saber. Garcia then speaks up as this all happens. Like I said, you won't have to deal with anything, and as far as it goes, just parade your mechs. However, we'll still have to go down there and meet up at the Forward Operating Base Saber, one of the first few places where the Uni has deployed the printer. Of course, this is the only functioning printer, so the LSA went ahead and turned it into more of a barricaded base for the sake of keeping the technology safe. It's nothing to worry about. The only idea here is that we go down there, we set up shop, sort out whatever else we need, and then head over to the capital of Nova Elysia, where Ferris and Banerjee are waiting for. After that, we'll know exactly what we'll have to do, and what you will have to do as just Lancers parading around their suits. And after that, finally, Kim interjects to speak up, and he just finishes up the briefing here with just a quick little, interject. Well, Lancers, it's not really as much excitement as I thought, as you might have imagined. Of course, being down there, moving around your suits, just parading is not exactly what a Lancer should do, but considering the fact that you are the Lancers of Rio Grande, this is all we have for you for tomorrow. After all, once you're down there, you might as well take a little detour. I'm sure Ferris herself will enjoy socializing more with the Lancers of the Rio Grande, and maybe show you around a bit more of Presidium. She keeps mentioning that really nice bakery around Nova Elysia. Maybe she can get to show you it.
huh.
I want to go to the bakery.
I'm sure-
That sound quite nice. I'm sorry.
I don't even know if you're role playing or if you're doing this.
That was in character. Don't worry. I'm good at fake yawning.
Sure. So
Upon my own little thing, hearing the idea of parading and showing off, just kind of like happily tapping her hands against the desk, just like, yep.
so
It's like being, but being like that there. Plus, good, yes.
so Kim,
I kind of want to sneak off my mecha and go to the bakery a little bit.
I'm sure it's all very
But
exciting.
I won't. I'll be good.
So considering the fact that Kim, all of you comment on this, because again, you can always tell me when you're being in character and what you're saying. You can always interject as needed, whenever needed. Just so you know, this is a thing of tabletop. So if you want to say something, just say so. It's fine. So considering now that Kim heard all of your little comments here of, your excitement for the fact that you will be going down there and, just parading and afterwards having a possible good time, Kim just finally finishes up a little bit of a smile, and he just turns over to Garcia. Well, like we mentioned, tomorrow morning we'll be departing from Rio Grande. Please report to the hangar once it's after 5 a.m. I would say. We'll have your mechs up and ready and prepared. Garcia will be there waiting. He will not be there to wake you up at your own quarters, of course. And Garcia, that's right. As Lancers, you sure already know you have schedules to obey. So don't screw this up. Again, I'll be taking charge, but that doesn't mean you can't be on your best. Alright, I would say we're all cleared up by now. Any more questions?
Can I go to the bakery?
Kim, Garcia just kind of, tilts his head down a little bit, like a little sage, like shake of his head, like not a disappointment, but more of like Oh, just another one of those type of deal. And Kim
Mhm.
responds to Cherry. Of course you can go to the bakery. Again, Ferris, after the parade, I'm sure Ferris will probably want to show you around to her favorite store.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yahoo!
I was trying to figure out how to set this thing to where I can talk in character of Cherry, but honestly,
I don't know.
I don't know why it's not working.
It don't work.
Hey, don't worry. You can just speak it out
Oh.
loud and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So take care. I'm assuming speaking in their usual robotic synthesizer or whatever. I don't know how you imagine.
Yeah,
Take-
I'm not gonna try and figure out how to do that.
You can just speak out loud, but you can just say takes, asks, in this tone of voice, so on and so forth.
Yeah, alright, yeah, I was just about to say, how much contact are we going to be having with the civilian population,
Yeah.
outside of the parade?
Of course. Kim, responds to take here. Garcia doesn't go for the response. He just kind of looks away, but Kim speaks up. Like Garcia said, Garcia will just be taking charge. I'm not sure exactly on how many people you'll be interacting with or who you will be speaking to, but I'm quite sure it's, as we stated, just a parade. You'll just be standing around your mechs and showing off to the population and whatever other delegates that Banerjee wants to show. I don't know if you're saying Garcia hates me like as a
No, I'm not saying that out loud.
Tone indicator internal. It's like the it's just happening in his head. He's just like,
He's computing the amount of hatred Garcia has towards him.
Loud
I see you
worry
type,
when Garcia
Holly.
turns away.
Please speak up, Holly. Tell us what you have in mind. Garcia responds to your question after being a bit quiet. Down there, I'm not sure. Probably long enough. You don't need to worry about that.
Jesus Christ, man.
Long enough, okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
When we're done with this mission, you're gonna fucking hate this planet.
Aw. But yeah, they're like the little, curious greeble. They probably want to be down there for like ever.
Yeah.
Probably even explore like all of Rio Grande still.
Yeah.
All of the different vents they can find.
I was gonna say all the different like cupboards full of like mops.
Oh, they use a different solution over here.
This cupboard has some bleach in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Returns to-
Kim takes a bit note of the pensive expression.
Well, I'm gonna be getting going here. I have food now. You
Oh.
enjoy lunch now.
Goodbye,
See ya.
Argon.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
No
Bye.
worries. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, I'm assuming no more questions here for Garcia and Kim.
No, yeah, this is a question for you directly. It's like all of our characters all already know each other,
Yes,
right?
you all already know each other.
and they all are familiar and all that shit. Yeah, fair enough. That was the same question twice. The other thing that I was meaning to ask is, do we know how long the captain has been down there?
For a few days now. You all know that she's been
Okay.
down there for a few days. Like, this is kind of like a ship round thing that people know. Like, she's done, like, she did an announcement. Like, before she went down there, she just said, like, hey, I'm going down there. Kim will be taking over helm as I'm down there, and so on and so forth. So, this is kind of like, everybody knows about the Rio Grande, they know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
cool.
Big
Cool.
poster for
actually,
face saying it's been a few
Lucky.
days.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is for future reference.
Yeah.
If I challenge Rio, the shipboard, and NHP to
Yeah.
a game of chess, can I fight you in a game of chess? You're the GM.
I'm not good at chess. I feel like Rio would be better at
I was gonna
chess.
say, just go on chess.com and fight like a master level AI.
Yeah, just fight a master
Okay,
level
fair enough,
AI.
fair enough. Okay, but
I mean,
if I challenge Kim to chess,
But here's the question: does Rio need to be good at chess? The
You
ship.
could have an AI that is
They're
just
good. They like chess.
oh shoot, you're right.
I feel like if somebody likes chess, that if they like playing chess versus Kim, I would fear that she's like on a good
Kim's
level.
playing the most boring matches possible.
You can think of it that way if you want. Like,
I just
I
want to play
disagree.
chess against
I want to play
somebody.
chess, and I'm not very good at it.
I suck at it and I hate it.
but I'm trying to be a character,
I like
Lolo.
chess. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm average. I'm like mid, but I like playing it.
I do just want to see Fluffy play chess.
No! You can get that another
Can you do that
time.
after church?
After church, okay.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so now that the briefing has been concluded here, no more questions and so on, Kim just finally closes it off and dismisses all of you. And, you know, just let Garcia just kind of steps out last. After you all step out, he just gives you one last remark, a little salute, and just, you know, comments on seeing you all there tomorrow morning in the hangar for, you know, for departure. So that's basically the conclusion here of the briefing of this day. And from here on out, it's just, you know, back to the usual routine. This is like kind of like a midday sort of time, right? So
Yeah.
for the rest of the day, you just, all 5 of you spend doing what you're already doing. So from here on out, let's just now proceed over to, you know, next day, right? Because it makes sense. There's not much here to talk about. So on to the next day, right? Next day now, this is like...
Whoa, I can't believe that, Cherry, that was an amazing game against Rio. I can't believe you won. I was really impressed with this. That was a very interesting game to watch.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Assuming that they watched about half of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Rio had like a great time as well.
Aw.
Again, she just hangs out on the ship here and there, so she did accept happily the chess invitation, and however it went good enough for her to for both.
Oh wait, should I actually play chess?
No,
against the
I don't
AI?
need you to
No.
actually play
Oh
chess.
my god.
I don't need
I
you to
won't,
actually
I won't.
play chess. We can just here. Let's just roll like a fucking roll a 1d2.
If I roll get a hold of something, can I get a hold of victory?
Type in the chat /roll 1d2.
Oh yeah, we have like the little like narrative.
Is
tricks.
1d2 all one word?
Just yeah,
So
1d2.
this is how you type it
Yeah, do that.
without the.
If you
without
get it
the dot.
2, that means you win.
Hey!
Okay.
Get a hold of
I
something,
saw into the
okay.
future. Let's fucking go.
So
Let's go!
yeah,
Get a hold of
man,
something, eat the chess piece.
I was saying,
you
that's
won.
what my character would do.
You won the chess match against Rio. I mean, it was just a funny little fun match. Rio just kind of,
Yeah!
you know, she gets around here and there, so she applauds you for the victory.
I think she
And-
was going easy on me.
She was.
She loves playing chess. Last thing she wants is having somebody that doesn't want to play chess. So it was a fun, good time to have during that day. And I'm sure whatever else happened, everyone did their own thing. Tenri Nove just kind of spectated the chess match a little bit, and whoever else did whatever else, I don't know. You did whatever you wanted to do. So
Hmm.
I guess we can now move on to the next day, which is morning of.
It's 5 a.m. That's terrifying.
Hey,
God.
so 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. Considering that each one of you know the high duty here that you're being put through, none of you kind of decide to arrive late, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you
No,
any of you
yeah.
want to arrive late, you can just say so. Again, this is
I was
all
gonna
like a narrative thing.
Can I arrive early?
No,
Yeah?
yeah, I was gonna say if anything, it's the other way around. I think she would have stayed up throughout the entire night because that's easier than getting up.
Yeah.
So,
So about an hour early, just sat around.
well, the
Nothing else to
hangar,
do.
even if arriving early or later, I mean, all of you just kind of, you have like your own spot to go to, right? Because, you know, the usual prep work for departing from like a military ship. Like, you have like the hangar, right? The hangar is semi-active. You know, there's not really a lot of ships going in and out, but there's just plenty of engineers and soldiers that's kind of doing the usual maintenance, because after all, we're in downtime, and in downtime they still have to like do routine checks and so on. You know, just checking the many fighters and dropships that exist here and there.
Man, thank goodness I don't have to do checks like that anymore.
So here, everyone arriving here and there, and after all, eventually Garcia just kind of shows up here. He kind of comes in with like other Union soldiers. The Union soldiers themselves are kind of like getting, equipped as well. Just packed with like the usual standard Union uniforms as well as the armament. Garcia himself still in his same old, smoking the cigar, and helmetless as it
Infinite
is.
cigar.
And in the hangar itself, you just see your mechs being pulled in from like under the floor, right? Because it's kind of like a storage sort of deal. So your mechs being pulled in, and the dropships coming in as well. One dropship is more attuned for people, infantry, which is Garcia and the other Union soldiers, while the other dropship is definitely much larger for mechs, right? So your mechs, as they are pulled up from the floor and into the dropship, they're now like pulled in there, and they're just kind of locked in into like a railing above, which still kind of gives like an opportunity, well, not really an opportunity, but the spacing here for each one of you to climb onto your mechs and do whatever last final checks before departing, right? So I would assume here in this case, each one of you kind of already have your mechs all suited up and prepared, considering that you've spent like these months, weeks, just kind of doing simulations, testing your equipment. You're kind of used to your mechs, right? That you're comfortable with them, so you know exactly what to do with them. So
I was gonna.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on. Tell me.
I was gonna say, when this has probably been noticed before, if they've done like group frame testing things, when Tenri mounts the frame, they actually before like entering the cockpit, they actually pull off both the prosthetic arm and both legs, and there's like slots they instead put like their body into. And it's noted that like the moment they do that, they kind of just seem like a bit more refreshed. Because my own thought of it is there's a bigger engine in quotations, like whatever's keeping them alive of prosthetic. There's a bigger version of that in the mech, which can then keep them at a higher energy level without like slowly straining their body too much.
They give him a metabolism for 10 minutes.
Yeah, they get plus 2 constitution. I'm fucking out. Yeah. But yeah, they just kind of slot in. But there's they just put it next to it. It's inside the cockpit. They still have the limbs ready.
That's fair.
Awesome.
I don't know if anybody else has any preparations special in that way well, or.
I do. Archetype, upon seeing the mech for the first time in what is clearly far too long, anywhere between 20 minutes to 2 hours, runs up and jumps and hugs onto its leg, and it's just yay. This little they're friends.
Yeah, of course.
And then because it's probably still attached to a giant loading machine inside a giant spaceship, probably very reluctantly lets go and kind of climbs back down and looks and is like, okay, yeah, let's get back on with what we were meant to be doing.
Which in this case is game in your mech.
Yeah, properly, not just climbing onto its leg though.
Wait, is this the part where we're getting into our mechs? Because I kind of spaced out for a sec.
Yes.
Okay. Before Cherry gets into her mech, she goes to the cafeteria, steals some bread, and stashes it in her mech.
That's why she was almost late.
Yeah. So I should have clarified. I was probably the latest one because I was grabbing food and stuffing it in my mech.
The mech just has a special compartment just for food in the cockpit.
It does. It does.
That's awesome. Little glove holder.
It's fair.
I don't remember if my CompCon file has the perk of listening to music. Shoot.
I mean, I'm pretty sure anything cosmetic in that sense is fine. This is cockpit stuff. Don't worry about it. You can just
have an MP3 player.
Because Cherry is loading up her favorite tunes.
I mean, that's fair, considering that you're gonna go on.
What is the favorite tunes?
Yeah.
What
are the favorite tunes? Yeah.
Her favorite tunes. The
Decision pending? Question mark.
no. Her favorite tunes. The Gundam Hathaway soundtrack.
Okay. And Holly, I see you're typing.
Hold on. I know a specific song. Hold on.
One of them is this one for Tenry. They found on like an ancient fucking MP3 player.
That's also a cool prompt for character development. Just what's their theme song?
Cherry
this
is
is not a
putting
theme
on
song.
this song in her
Like
mech.
this.
Oh, you can put links in chat. Wow.
Yeah, but they don't embed.
Damn.
I just put them in Discord.
I should do
Yeah,
it.
just put that in Discord as well. Gibby takes a seat. Oh, that's
Tube of
cute.
Medusa is a banger.
Yeah.
Gibby
I'll have a
is
think about
as
it.
adorable as ever. Thank you, Holly. So
Wow.
each one of you kind of like, again, just enter your chassis, and I'm assuming in the case of Take here, who is not just I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that they don't climb onto it normally. They just kind of like get anchored in by something
No,
else.
yeah, what's it? They aren't built to actually get into their own mech, so they're getting manhandled by it in order to be slotted in.
Manhandled by like
Yeah.
crew or just like another robot?
Their own mech.
Okay,
What's the little wireless connection? They got
Okay.
that Bluetooth.
right. So that's fair. So each one of you finally enter your mechs, doing your own preparations and so on. And after that, you just hear like the checks, like an engineer, just a male voice speaking out and doing the usual military checks, as the dropship now will have the railings anchoring your mechs inside of it, like kind of plucking you inside sort of deal, which will be, in this case, the first four, which are the size ones, in this case being Ranch 2, Stargazer, Sweet Thing, and Restart, and then finally would be Archetype's Mech, which is only size 2. This one being the biggest actually goes like the last one to enter on the back. So, and that you just kind of have like a very spacious ship that can contain these giant mechs, as well as the Archetype's own, which is the biggest one. You'll see how big it is once we're actually
It's
on land.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes
very-
getting mounted like a weapon.
Yeah.
So
How you doing that?
okay, hold that
You
quick.
just hold down. You just hold
hold
down
that
the
quick.
thing to do sonar.
At some
You can
point,
scan,
right. At some point, I'll introduce you to how to actually use Foundry and so on.
You can scan the stars for suitable habitation.
Pressing X. All right, I forgot I have. If you hold X, you show like a
Yeah.
little hand. So
Oh, this shit tabletop.
Yeah.
That's us.
so if you left click, it just leaves like a little marker. You can customize this, but I forgot how. I don't know. Scape figured it out the other day. I have no idea.
Yeah,
how.
I forgot.
So,
We
but
can
hand is
Play with
fine.
that later. I
We'll
think.
learn with time.
So now that you're all inside,
Wrong combat immediately.
no. No,
Sorry,
that would be ridiculous. So now you're all inside the
raised his
dropships,
eyebrow.
and now that you're all finally, getting suited up and prepared to depart, through your visors, as the hatches, begin to close, you just see Garcia's ship ahead of you as it takes lead, and you just start to hear and feel the ship rumbling as the thrusters begin to kick up, and once the thrusters kick up and so on, this is this moment where the latches finally close and you're kind of left, in a sense, in the dark, and it's like inside your mechs with your own visors lit and lining up whatever it is as it connects to the Union, the Rio Grande, as well as with the squadron with Garcia. The usual standard aviation stuff that you're used to once you're inside like any ship,
This
except
guy loves this combat.
no. Hey, well, it's just normal, okay? So, with that being said, I would like to now divert your attention to just about a little cinematic here that I made, that I cooked up here.
Yes.
A movie.
The full movie just quick
Not a
question.
full movie.
Yeah, but the full movie, I
Yeah.
just have a quick question.
Yeah.
We agree our deployment was for safety reasons and also just like a parade, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Security
Oh, yeah.
details, safety reasons, that sort of deal.
And then a parade, yeah. Okay, that
I
was
would
what I
describe this
understood.
as show of force.
I was gonna say, yeah,
think.
demonstration of force.
Flexing.
Yeah.
Something like that,
Yeah,
so-
flexing. Yeah.
So let me
Space
just,
force.
I'll have to stream this. So
We are
I'll-
robots.
So I'll have to need you all to
Yeah.
tap into the stream just to
Tap in, you got it.
watch this. So once you're all in, please tap in. It's just
My-
a little
I-
tiny little thing.
My 13-year-old brain just saw Wake of the Furries.
I knew it. Everybody keeps saying that. I've shown this to, like a lot of people, and they
Embarrassing.
always say that.
Yeah,
I'm so
but
sad.
Fury's a real thing.
I know.
We're also a chaos unit.
Are you all in? Is
It's
the
true.
main party in?
Yeah, we're in. I think we're in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lolo. Oh no.
I am in.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
Everyone's in.
Shit, you're right. I
1,
keep
2, 3,
forgetting that
4,
we're
5.
just that little. Well, not.
Yeah, we're
okay.
not 6 people.
We're a squad.
Okay, okay. I need
Play
to,
it.
hold on, I need
I'd fucking
to.
go.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Okay, let me just play this.
The negotiations end today. Wake the Furies.
No, just a little cinematic here.
Oh.
Just a little cinematic. So back
Negotiations end. We've achieved peace, guys.
That would be ridiculous, he said.
End of the campaign.
Yay!
to. No.
We did it.
Let's go.
Let's go to that bakery, fellas.
Yeah.
The bread's on me.
Hold on. I have a
The
sound
fu-
effect. Bear with it.
I sure hope nothing wrong
Yeah.
goes on right now. I sure hope the parade doesn't, divulge
Go ahead.
into war.
This is what's gonna happen. This is the first part is like what we think is gonna happen, then the last part is
Hey, you're good, man. You're good.
We're gonna be in the parade, and then suddenly this plays, and then war breaks out.
Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
yeah.
All right.
The Furies, more like the
No. Don't you dare.
So
So.
normally. I just didn't have anything fun to say.
So, with that little cinematic done, let's just continue on. Again, this is all just in context for you, the players, not the characters. You don't fucking see this. You don't see the characters. Don't
Gets
see
an
this.
email. Hey, there's a war down there.
It's on my phone.
Yo, guys, a missile just got launched.
The negotiations have ended, fellas.
It's okay. Don't go home. So let's just continue on, which is just another little section. So, dropships kick in, and you're all pushed out. And let me
Into
just
space.
speak to space. Yes. Let me just speak out here, which is, why isn't this playing? Why aren't you playing? Ambience. Thanks.
There we go.
Okay.
Garcia
so,
says this.
let's just speak. Let me just narrate once again. To have the dedicated Lancer Squadron be called for deployment in a simple diplomatic relations mission was surprising to say the least. But there was no doubting that to have the captain of the ship herself cast this order made such a trip ever important. The hangar airlocks open for launch, the dropship's hatches close around you, and then you hear the pilot begin a countdown before launch. Following the countdown, the dropship to the left kicks in first, followed by your own as the thrusts kick into full burn. Outside of the Rio Grande, flying down as you approach it, you admit Presidium is comparable to a shimmering jewel hanging in space. As the ride goes as smooth as a simulator's, and to break the silent hum of the dropship, Garcia's voice speaks out towards you through the intercoms of the dropship, his own ship leading ahead of your own as it descends into the city. Well, I'm assuming that the radio filter and so on. We're approaching the landing zone. City looks as beautiful as ever. Garcia has a momentary pause. Don't get nervous, Lancers. After the parade and what else the captain has planned for us, we'll have lots of fun at that bakery of hers, considering how enthusiastic some of you were. And through your chassis camera's feeds, you see the dropship's hatches open as it finally enters closer to the city, away from the atmosphere, displaying Presidium's tall metropolis with the vast harbor across it. It is only then when you see a shimmering light on the ground atop a building, followed by a sudden blinding light. Let me just activate it. It was only a flash, and when that cleared in just a second, a cascading beam hit across both
Whoa!
ships. tearing
shit.
right through the middle of
Holy
Garcia's
shit.
ship and bursting apart the wing on your own. Explosions followed right after, the dropships going out of control. You only heard Garcia's radio going static as the ship split in half, falling down below out of control whilst your own ship drifted off path in a curve off balance. Shit! Starboard's engine blown! Stabilizers aren't responding! Mayday! Mayday! This is Kingfisher 2-2! We are going down! Repeat! We are going... The crash is sudden and violent, slamming you around inside the cockpit of your chassis, but your cockpit is also what saves you as the dropship hits the ground hard with the sound of screeching metal. What's left of the dropship finally skids to a halt, and just as suddenly it's all over, leaving you reeling and bruised, your cockpit reads out blare with collision alarms and your ears are ringing, but you're all still alive and your mech is still in one piece. With nothing but static on all frequencies, you can assume that help isn't coming. For now, you're on your own. Time to get to work, pilot. So
Okay, now I can.
no bakery trip,
no bakery, yeah, I would say no bakery.
bro.
So let me just load in what I have to load in. But
Combat could be ridiculous.
that'll be
He said
ridiculous.
bravely. He said assuringly.
So in
In the
this
first
case,
session, surely not.
you can say right now that the ship has definitely crashed hard, like super hard, but
Yeah,
you're
I
all
don't think
like
the pilot
intact.
survived.
And I need to just prepare this other scene because now I have a. Oh, what the hell?
This is not what I was expecting when when the captain said that we were going to a parade.
Well, just literally just ask Scape and Kai. This is this is what we've been dealing with fire with fire.
So instead of a parade, we got a barrage of bullets.
Yeah.
I would say that's a
beam.
parade.
Yeah, it's a cool entrance.
I was gonna say, yeah, we just gotta
Where are
keep
the
up the work.
fireworks?
Cool
Yeah.
entrance.
So I'm just
Um,
dragging in this and that, and what's left? Okay.
It's true.
So,
Yes.
okay, let me just activate this so you get a better idea of where you landed, right?
Were we able to see the beam like come towards the ship?
Yeah.
Like, are we aware that this is an attack and not just like a random
Well,
thing?
I'm pretty sure that any beam
Um,
like that, as you can see, the pink
Right,
beam
right.
splitting
Right,
both
right.
ships in half.
Do we know if it was coming from up or down?
What? Yeah,
From
but what
the-
I mean is, there's no like windows or anything. I'm assuming we just found out.
The hatches were open. You could see it through
Right,
the
okay,
mags
we
like
could
a
see-
visor.
we leaned outside and said, "Fuck, is that a beam?"
And I assume that there's more than one beam.
It was a single one.
Yeah.
A singular
Oh,
one.
never mind.
Cut
Single
both
beam.
ships like that.
I guess I'll shut up then.
Maybe it was a freak accident in the beam factory.
Yeah.
Let me just I'll just activate this to pull you in here.
Whoa!
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
fucking burning.
Alright, so
Oh shit! The pilot.
Why
Over
does
here-
parts of the screen look like completely black?
We can't see them. Maybe.
yeah, you can't see it. It's like just follow
Oh! Okay, that's
the So you can do
Now, hold on.
if the fire's too much, there's like on the music track, like on the right side, there's like
Yeah.
there's like a note icon. You can click on that, and
So is my
ambient
sword.
is what controls the sound of fire
Like
and
fire.
stuff. Some maps will have like little ambient noises like that to kind of help you immerse.
Wait, how do I change the volume?
On the top
press
right, there's like a note
the note.
icon.
And global volume controls. There's an ambient. It's the ambient for the fire.
Yes.
You said a note?
Yeah.
What are you
The
talking
Yeah,
about?
like a note
the
icon.
music note.
A music note, yeah.
Oh, music note. Oh.
Hang on, Mr. Lennon.
Whoa!
What?
It's just
Comrade!
Just statue like
for a second. I thought that was Lennon.
Use volume, man. That's fair. Okay, so now ship completely crashed, right? So this is like a little moment here where you all can coming out of the dropship, right? One thing you noticed straight away is the fact that communications are nothing but static.
Yeah.
The pilots in the ships, if anybody goes to check, right? I mean, I'm assuming that this is the moment where you can all kind of like do your own thing, right? Not like move, but more like
Moves.
moves. Like,
Well, it's inside the deployment.
Like,
So-
this is just a little bit of narrative. I'll explain soon how Lancer combat works. But first, it's just still narrative. So, again, so I'm assuming here restart goes first and kind of goes to check on the pilots, right?
Yeah.
So
I think that they're like in a bit of a like they're clearly more energetic over the comms, but also not just like is everyone okay? It's like like yelling over comms, basically, and like looking over at the ship also, so
yeah.
both to the others and themselves.
yeah, well, right away I can tell you that from the dropship's conquer, that's still not really intact, kind of busted open. You kind of see that the 2 pilots there are, dead. Like, they're very much dead. They couldn't take the fall. So
Big sting.
these were the only other 2 with you, because right now it's just all 5 of you stranded in a sense down here with no communications down. And for that, you kind of like, I would say, in the blinds, right? Because after all, this is completely sudden. After all, this is not something that you really planned for. So
Looks around.
Oh man, who could have seen this coming?
Damn, guys.
So again,
Damn.
this is the moment we can kind of like figure things
better-
out, like what to do, what's the game plan, like.
They better not have hit the bakery. I'm just saying.
That's the only
I
concern.
still want to go there after. I still want to go there after this fiasco.
I think Archetype is immediately furious knowing that like that is a hostile act.
Yeah.
The plan is, who the fuck was that? I am going to get them.
Look at them!
Who dares?
I
Slam
think
the
our first
controls
plan-
inside the mech.
I think our first plan is to take cover, and assess our surroundings.
It's assessing hostiles probably.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
takes immediate thought is securing the area.
Shoot anything moving,
No, yeah, absolutely.
even civilians.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I didn't expect Wrench 2 to be like that.
No.
Damn.
No, I was just joking.
Let's shake hands, yeah!
I was just joking.
Fluffy, why is my mech not called the correct thing?
Oh, hold on. It's because, again, you made me sync literally moments before the session. I didn't get a chance to check these things.
It made me sink into a big hole.
There you go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, are we able to change that on our end, or do I have to bug you to do mine too?
Oh,
Ex-
tell me. Just tell me. Alright, it's not sweet too. Oops. There you go.
Yay.
Fluffy, you can spell.
What do you mean?
It's restore, not
Restoration.
restoration. It's
Impressive.
restored.
Sorry.
Oh. It's okay. Okay.
Personally, I think it's incredible that Fluffy could do that.
I already love this little green alien character.
Spell
Yeah.
your own language.
Big fan. Big fan of the Mrs. Green.
I'm gonna say that the NHP reacts in the exact same way as Archetype. They are both really annoyed, and as she does the slam the controls, the mech does with its one functional human hand kind of mimics the action and hits the ground. It's like, who the fuck did that?
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'm sure you
What
answered
the
as well
hell?
to Stargazer's question. I mean, again, this is
Yeah,
first thing that you did was just only check on the pilots, but not everybody else. Just being
I
angry.
did. I said it was. Yeah, I said Restart was running about both yelling over comms if people hear all right, and then while they're checking over at the cockpit.
Fair.
Yeah.
I with my mecha, I run towards the humanity loved mecha and check if they're all right.
Yeah.
All systems
alright?
reporting clear.
Oh shoot, I was almost moved.
It's okay if you move. I don't mind in this case, in this
Okay.
moment.
Yeah.
But
You all right?
All systems are reporting fine. No issues.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
that's all. Just cares about one person. Only one
Yeah,
person.
No. I then moved to restored autonomy.
Hello.
Hey, you all right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we need
back.
to.
Just checking one at a time.
And then I move all the way to Sweet Tooth. Hey, you won't believe this, but are you all right?
No.
Angry, heavy breathing over the mic. That's about all you get.
Dang, you don't sound alright. Good luck. I move back.
She needs her inhaler.
By the way, because
Wait.
combat will happen soon, I'm gonna give you guys this very handy dandy rules card thing. Where it's specifically mech combat, so you can click on the different things you can do, and then they explain like options for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Just the general
I don't
flow.
mind if you didn't. If none of you got to watch the videos I posted about mech combat, I mean, it's fine. I will
Oh, shit.
explain.
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
Yeah, I will explain midway. It's very quick
me and
to
Fluffy are
understand.
available. Yeah, both me and Fluffy are available for it.
So
Yes. So win.
after a little, speaking of Wrench 2, asking individually if everyone's fine,
One at a
and
time.
Holly, Stargazer, speaking up first and foremost of, yeah, everybody here just kind of checked up on each other right away, right? Consider the
Yeah.
situation. And
I mean, they all did.
one thing that
I knew you guys were alright.
Yeah.
So I'd hear otherwise if you want.
Just remind me real quick, who is here the most aptitude about technology, sort of hacking technology?
I
That
break
dedicated
and
character
fix
for that.
stuff a lot.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Stargazer. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
I was gonna
Stargazer
say, yeah,
is
I was about to
Stargazer's
say,
the
I'm
actual
not a
dedicated.
hacker. I just
Yeah.
fix things.
Okay, so Stargazer. As after everyone is kind of like cleared up and everyone checks up on each other, you do notice like in your your HUD and frequencies, you kind of notice that little pop-up show up on your interface, which immediately blares out saying that your Omni hook has been damaged and requires retooling. And this is something I actually kind of me personally forgot to mention. Sorry, but
Damn.
one of your mechs, which in this case is Stargazer's mech, has been retrofitted with an Omni hook. An Omni hook is basically a radio that's on a whole different frequency, and it's super super good, basically, right? So
Ultra
broke
radio.
now.
it's currently it doesn't explicitly say it's broken. It just requires retooling. But this is a delicate tool that requires fiddling with. Not something you can do with your mech. Something you have to do with your hands or whatever else you have
Broke now.
available. So this Omni hook is probably like your best bet of getting communications back online with the Rio Grande, and because right now normal communications like radios and frequencies are just down. It's nothing but static. But your best bet is using the Omni hook, which is what Stargazer has.
Can I still use my drone?
Not drone, like your little live stream drone.
Yeah,
or...
my little like camera drone. Could I shoot that straight up and just like look around, do like a 360 pan?
Sure, you can do
Oh.
that.
I have a question. While all of this is going down, can I go like over here and look at the debris and see if there's any survivors?
No, you stay in your little zone.
Ah,
You
drat.
stay in the
So-
green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
The green
requires-
zone. Get back.
Okay, I'm back.
It
Yeah,
requires
I'm gonna-
retooling. Yes, this is something that requires retooling. Which, but as you know, you as a hacker, 'cause you're accustomed to it. It basically means that you're gonna have to spend a while having to get out your mech, go around the sides of where the tool is, and refix it. Right. So this is how it is. But again, all of this stuff is happening like in like a few seconds, right? Seconds, less than a minute. This is all happening in less than a minute. So think of it that way. This is not stuff that happens like across 4 minutes, right? So just like set the stage proper. But
Yeah, I'm assuming your ass is not pulling out the toolbox that quickly.
yeah. So this is just something that you, Stargazer, know, like. Because you're the only one that kind of knows this right now. Everybody was already informed that Stargazer had the Omni hook herself, but I'm just saying that right now she sees
She's
like
not sharing.
she can share, she can tell the others. But I'm just gonna, while Holly sorts that part out, I'm gonna talk over to Archetype and her drone, right? So with your drone, as you launch it up, as you do with your usual live stream drone, as you fly up, you kind of through the feed, you kind of begin to take notice of the fact that the city, which was initially from a distance completely fine and normal, as you can say, you notice already that there's distant explosions and rising smokes. And as that moment starts to become clear, everyone here just kind of starts to become clear of the fact that something's going on in the city, and it's very much audible.
Can I relay that to everyone else's HUD?
I was gonna say I'm gonna request that if possible.
Yeah,
I'll show that off. I'll
Let's see what you've got in your little YouTube thing.
The natives are getting restless.
So I mean, again, you can just tell that you share with everyone, right? Like.
Yeah, no, just immediately, like, shoot the thing up straight away, because the goal is locate and kill whoever just did that, but, you know, seeing things in the distance is just kind of a bonus.
I mean, I guess that's happening, whatever.
Whatever, it's just
Bomb just went
war.
off.
Something's happening, whatever.
Yeah.
IDJF, really.
But yeah,
War is
also, I
nothing to me.
imagine just auditory, like, big-ass explosions is probably, like, we can probably just tell.
So
I mean, we can probably just look, like, next to us. We don't need the drone. Like, yeah, there's something going on with it.
yeah, the smoke from the ongoing
I don't think there's heads normally here.
It's
Wait.
very straightforward right away that, based on the fact that sounds started to clear up and on the feed as well, you kind of know from the rising smoke and so on that what happened to your dropship wasn't just like a sole like actor, right? This is definitely something that was immediately happening all over right away in the moment.
Premeditated.
You could, I mean, again, this is all up to you right now, because again, you all just kind of crashed here in the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
So onto Stargazer, which is has like that little notification. I just wanna see what we got to type. Okay. I should probably do this actually. Oh god, I really wish I could get this thing to work. At the very least, I could have this on display right away, and it's much easier. I'll figure it out, sort it out.
Very cute, regardless.
Yeah. Do we know if we can contact them from here?
I have to contact them in person, I imagine.
What?
Like, we'll have to make our way to some sort of base.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to see what Holly has to type left for Stargazer before I continue here. Alright.
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, actually, Fluffy, I got a question.
Tell me.
Are we able to have battle theme music? Like, if we fight somebody?
Hold on, Buzzy. We'll get to that. I know you're excited. I mean, damn. If you're so excited, you can get to it right away.
How dare you be excited? Unacceptable.
Get him out of here. Get him
Let's
out of here.
Okay, fine. We'll get to it. So, Stargazer, as you know, Stargazer asked the question and declares on having to retool the Omni Hook. This is kind of like interrupted in the moment, just so you know. Like as Stargazer was already getting ready and set for that. From the distance, beyond just the gunfire that you hear from the distant battle, and before Gibby can get out of her mech and get to work, you hear a burst of gunfire still narrowly overhead, which pretty much interrupts you completely. This is not gunfire from distant, this is very much near. And for that, I need to do this.
What did they do?
That.
What?
I was just adding you all to combat.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
so with that, I don't have the battle carousel thingy, just so you know, but next to the chat box, there's like a thing called combat encounters.
Yeah, that's two swords.
Yeah, there's two swords. This is basically what will show you everyone's turns and so on. So you can keep that in mind. So, but still, the burst of gunfire happens, and then you hear like a not so familiar voice from the radios. Again, radio filter and so on. You just hear them out. This is what the Union Knights have crashed. On the Fury's orders, we have to take them in. Roger. The Solstice position right away. And this is basically the indicator here that right away you know that you're not really safe. So let's just do this.
Set the stage, Mr. Fluffy.
The stage here is introducing you to Lancer combat.
Yeah.
And Lancer
And
combat.
billion bad guys.
Yeah, this is a part
You
where
have to kill the
finally
world's
get to
biggest
shoot
amount of
things.
mountains.
So let me just put a little music here. So here's how it goes. This is Lancer has every combat encounter has like its own sit rep, right? And sit rep is basically the objectives and how it works.
You get
So-
informed basically of what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Usually you kind of have like a briefing for missions that are cut and clear, but this is definitely a crash landing, so you don't
Yeah,
really
this has
get
been a
that
surprise.
benefit. But still, what you're dealing with here is a holdout. And a holdout sit rep is basically, as the name states, holding out. So the conditions here for Lancer combat is not just shooting everything that moves, but it's also having to obey an objective, right? So you don't win just by killing everything, but you also win by just playing the objective, like any game. So holdout is basically, as you see here, the objective zone is also the player deployment zone. So to start things off, I want all 5 of you to tell me where you want to deploy inside of this green area. This is the only valid spot that you can have your mech in before combat starts.
So you can place yourself anywhere here.
Yeah, so just, drag, the way how Foundry works, you can just drag and drop your character, your mech, right? And just, put it wherever you want.
Yeah. Fluffy. So
Yeah.
this is another thing, fellas. You are allowed to ask, for clarifications regarding these things too, so that's why I'm going to ask Fluffy now.
Yeah.
Is it correct that there's a deployment zone for the enemies here, here, and here? Or are there more?
There's only these two. These are the only
Isn't,
two.
isn't there one thing?
Right, so...
Isn't there one down here?
No, these are ingress zones. Sorry, I
Okay.
should explain those two. So,
Sure.
first,
I
we're
can't
gonna
see
start
nothing.
with you choosing where you want to start in the combat, and then second, I'll be choosing myself where I will spawn the enemies. Which, as you can see, there's like 2 zones here. There's like here,
Oh!
there's one here, and then there's one here.
Oh!
I'll get
Oh,
to
you
choose
can
myself
move
where I will put all my enemies to start in this area.
That's
And
crazy.
the way how this set rep works is that how it works is that there's a scoring system. This control zone here is very important for that. Basically, the way you score is that you start with 4 points, right? So at the end of the 6th round, because there's like rounds, right? At the end of the 6th round, for each enemy inside this objective zone, you lose a point. And the way how you win is basically by reaching the end of the 6th round and you have a score of 1 or higher. But the enemies will win if you have less than 1. So keep in mind the fact that you have to actually protect this from enemies. This is only valid when the end of the 6th round, not like every round. So just keep that in mind.
I take up so much.
Another important detail too with Lance is that he says we lose. Losing doesn't equate everyone dies. It just means there's a different outcome to whatever's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fluffy might die, as you can hear, but
I'm sorry.
it's different.
Ah!
Yeah.
That's the
But
toxic
know
part.
that failure isn't all players die. Failure is something else gonna happen,
Yeah.
which might be fun.
It will be detrimental considering that with the help of other people I've kind of redone here the Solstice reign, so it's not going to be played by the book, just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Playing by
maniac
the
he is.
PDF.
I would like to point out Fluffy said, well, this will be easy because I just have the book to follow. As he started preparing for this. And then he
That's like
messaged
he
me.
lied.
And then he messaged me, Lolo, I am changing the book. And I said, of
it
course,
wasn't
I
just
know.
me, just so you know. I also
I-
this is kind of something I talked out with the Lancer Discord and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Really good.
Damn.
help.
His lackeys.
Look at this guy.
Aberdon came in and
Black
said, Fluffy,
me.
you should do this. And he handed him a newspaper.
So basically, yeah, this is a part. Just choose where you want to start, and once you're all like committed to this is where you want to start, then we can actually start the combat. When we start combat, you actually can't move until it's your turn. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
The way how turn order works in Lancer is that you go first, like one of the players goes first, then goes an enemy, then the players, and it keeps repeating until one side takes all the turns.
Range 10.
I'm gonna mention my thing's ability, where if you stand next to me, you count as being in cover because it's big.
Yo!
So if you want to do that, that's an option.
I was gonna say my plan so far is they're likely gonna be funneled through. Do I get a ruler? Oh fuck yes, they're gonna be funneled through here. So my thought is that I at the very least pop up here and get some shots off to get them low for when they do close in.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am only spec for melee, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, what's it? We can have you
I
waiting
have
around
no
the corner to smack them over the head.
Yeah, that's why I'm standing here.
Do you have like non-attack things you can do?
No,
You can do some push-ups, buff that attack.
I could do that, but I can. Well, I can't. There's different actions you can still do. You're allowed to do tech attacks. So
Oh, true,
even
actually.
then, you can do a bunch of shit.
I don't think I have any tech attacks. I got 0.
Yeah, you do. Everyone has.
Everyone
tech attacks.
has.
Everyone has tech attacks. They
Everyone can do a tech
You can
attack,
do 3
which
with your
is,
fucking lancer.
which is locking on and scanning, and also invading, which is just a basic hack, which is just adds 2 heat and kind of debuffs the enemy. So
I'll be 100 with you. I don't know how to evade.
we'll figure. Most of
I am pretty much spec just to kill things.
well, that's everyone here. Everyone here should kill
Yeah.
things.
The other thing
Yeah,
I'd
but
recommend you.
specifically, I deal a ton of like rifle damage.
The other thing I'd recommend everyone does now is they open CompCon and they go into their mech hangar.
I
And then
already
there's
got
a-
it open.
And then there's an active mode, which is basically, yeah. Then there's an active mode, so you get all your mech stats.
Oh
too.
wow! Hold on.
So then it holds all out for you.
Oh wow! Fantastic!
But
Fantastic!
for some reason, it won't let me pick mine. I have to get my fucking. Wait, no, stop mission. There we go. No, there we go. I just hadn't set it to my active.
So
There
I
we
just
go.
want to confirm. You can hear the music, right? I don't want to be
Yeah.
like, oh.
So if you engage combat, then you see all the stats for your thing.
All right.
I could
And all
do
your
just
options.
2 people at the same time.
Oh weird!
Well, they
What's
have
it?
to
It's
be
only showing me
adjacent
active
to
mode
you.
for my pilot, not my mech.
Huh? You just select it.
Yeah. So does this count as adjacent to both of these 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
because they're both
if,
adjacent.
I mean, if they get shot at from, if the cover check has you in the middle between the shot, then
Hold
yeah,
on.
it will count as, hard cover as cover. That's how cover works. But
We will learn.
You
we
will
will
learn.
be bad at the game,
it's
and we
best.
will learn.
No, not like that. But you will learn usual. So,
Yeah.
Is this like just about what you want to go with then?
Probably. Yeah, I just want to hug as many people as possible.
All right.
so
I
people
mean,
can
okay,
Hold
just
on.
to clarify, like the line of vision here that you see here is basically more of like a visual reference of what you can't shoot into, because attacks in Lancer work off of line of sight, and with Q, if you hold down Q, like on your keyboard, you'll see that your vision
Okay.
kind of moves. This is basically that you're leaning, right? Just put your cursor as far away from your
Oh
thingy
shit, we
as
got
possible.
Rainbow Six leaning in this game.
Yeah.
Wait, we
Okay.
can lean? Huh?
Because
Look here.
Q.
yeah, just hold Q, you'll see like your thingy move, your vision. Not Q, that's X. But essentially,
Oh, I mean, extra.
in Lancer, you do attacks through the sides of the token, which is in this case is leaning. So stuff like this. But since calculating like this makes no sense because it's like a straight line because it's from the points, right? So we just use leaning, and if you can see the thing, the enemy, that means you can shoot them. That's how it works.
Damn. Okay.
So
if I have my silly weapon that says that I just shoot them anyways because it has seeking.
and just so you know, in
And
the
it's just
case
easy.
in the case of Max being size 1, which in this case is everyone except Sweet Dude, if there's like cover in the way, like for example, like look at Ruby, right? Look at Ruby here. Like if there's like a shot coming from here, enemy mechs can see her and they can shoot her, but since there's cover in the way, that will count as soft cover, just so you know. So cover is just makes the attack harder to hit. So if she was adjacent to it, in this case, it will be hard cover, which is like even harder to hit. So keep that in mind if you want to be adjacent to cover or not when needed. Just so you know.
Yeah.
But okay. So, and obviously here this stuff here, difficult terrain is cut and clear, just costs double movement to go through. So keep that in mind as well.
Except if you can fly.
Unless you can fly. I think
That
only
might
you
be
can
useful.
fly.
Hmm?
I think only Lolo can fly.
I can fly.
Yeah.
You can fly too?
Plus, I've got the rapid burst jump jet system.
Okay, cool. You can fly
Yeah.
too. Nice. But we'll go things one at a time. You'll figure things out as we go, because that's how it
Yeah.
works. And so,
Ruby, get
everyone's-
into the zone.
I'm in
Young
the zone,
lady.
aren't I?
No, you're outside it. You need to be inside the green.
she's inside the zone.
But I'm in the green.
Wait for. What the fuck? For
Yeah, I'll
me,
just-
they're like
I'll
above
just,
it.
I'll just move her. Does it move for you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I was
because
right here.
you. For some reason, Ruby's hovering.
Oh, Ruby's hovering. Can I get a screenshot? I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see
Yeah, because I'm not hovering on my screen.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither. You're insane, Lolo. Whoa!
Oh, come on.
What?
See, look, it's flying.
What am I doing there?
Bring her
Well,
down.
this is where I actually am. This is where I'm at.
It's because
Yeah.
you've activated the flying already.
Hold on.
That is strange because even when I mouse over it, it's like it works when I'm at the spot you are in for me, not the one you're supposed to be in.
Oh,
Let me just change the colors.
he's fucking it all up.
He's giving me epileptic
Uh-oh.
seizures.
I'm not. But
Fluffy
You
said,
don't have- Bobby,
tired of
you
this
keep
session.
loading this fucking thing. Okay.
sorry.
Nothing changed. Oh well.
Look. So are you still? Is she still floating?
It doesn't matter.
Who gives a
Nice.
shit?
Okay,
No,
I
not on
do.
my end. It's fine.
But okay.
Yeah.
It looks
So-
fine on my
I think
screen.
most
of them-
and
Not my
I'm
Mac.
the pilot, so
Yeah.
okay.
It's not my Mac. I don't care.
Stop.
My
Oh,
Mac.
shit, I don't
Okay.
care.
So and now let me just decide where to put my enemy. So
Got a lot of enemies.
Enemies. Got a lot of people trying to take me out my energy.
I will
Actually,
just-
what's it? Yeah, this is a good spot because I think. Wait, let me get Terulor.
Yeah.
Oh, barely, but I could move up and attack.
Yeah.
She
Also
can shoot
remember-
things.
If you don't recall while Fluffy's playing with toys, we have, most of us had like 10 HP or something. You losing your HP doesn't mean anything really. You lose a
It's-
structure, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah, yeah.
need to roll a thing, and it can have some really bad detriment, like a gun just falls off your mech.
It's
One
kind
of
of
them?
like, what's it? It's kind of like stocks almost.
Yes. But
In a
What do you-
game, not in business.
what you need to know though is the more structure you lose, the worse they can get. One of them is just like your mech just stops working
Pretty much.
before it's fully destroyed.
Okay, so let me just bring attention over to
It's a lot of
the op
fucking
4
guys.
over here.
Oh!
Ah,
That's
All of them, I guess.
It's okay, guys.
It's okay.
Scourer, I hardly
that's
know her.
huge.
It's okay.
It's a
guys.
freaking spider.
The Reptoid.
We've fought these things before.
It's fine.
I was gonna
Looks like a
say
freaking Hercules.
Also-
the Bastion. I'm gonna ignore. I think. Fuck that.
Remember-
guy. Give a shit.
Remember also, a enemy mech doesn't have 4 structure like us. They usually have 1.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's- you don't know the health, obviously. You'll just kind of have to
Yeah.
figure it out through scanning or anything else.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm just
I want
gonna
my-
add these fellas to combat and start the round. So,
Alright, Chad, who wants to go first?
who wants to go first?
I think me and Ruby both have anti-material rifles, so it's kind of a toss-up between who has. Like, I only have 120 range gun, but I think I could hit some shots still.
Remember, you can move through allies.
Yeah.
Let's see. All of my weapons, except for my anti-material rifles, only 10 range. My
Remember
anti-material rifle is 20.
Remember when you're measuring here, you need to click off the guy walking, because when you measure over difficult terrain, it will think you're trying to walk over and not measure range for your gun.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
How do I
so
do it?
then-
You just
Okay,
click,
yeah, I was gonna say 21. That sounds kind of like bullshit.
you click on the measure, you click on the measured distance, and then you click off the guy with the walking stick. So then it just doesn't measure if you're walking; it just measures normally.
Okay,
Right.
let's talk tactics.
Actually, first, let's just talk keybinds real quick. 'cause
Hold
some
on, let
might
me turn
be
the
a
fucking
little-
music.
This is not a Blender tutorial, Fluffy. We're not talking keybinds.
Hey,
If
I
I
just
move
want to talk
over-
you. With you hold control.
If I move over here, I could literally snipe this guy right here.
You could.
You can't move over there.
I was
You
gonna
have
say
to
if
wait.
you do that, I can move to the opposite area and I have.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why am I over there?
I keep moving.
I think what's it? Dividing attention is a thing to think about too. So if one of us is sniping one way, the other should go the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely,
well-
my plan is to set up to just run at them and fight them at some point.
I was gonna say, what's it? I can provide covering fire if you plan to boost over the difficult terrain.
No, I can't do it in one turn. I need to set it up.
No, I know. I'm saying like in general, because if I push a bit further up, I could fire my missiles off too. I think.
Yeah.
All of my stuff is out of range.
Yeah.
All right. So
It's like
No, yeah,
Warhammer.
Watson, I could easily support my missiles and my MG if you if you decide to charge up next turn.
all right, tell me. So who goes first then?
Go Gadget long range characters.
I could go first.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, do you want to take top or Watson lane?
Go.
Shut up.
I
If I can
forgot
see
that
them
was a
at top
term.
range, it depends on how much I can move. How much can I move?
What
can move
your mech has a movement
4.
stat.
Yeah, you can only
4?
move 4. Basically, the way it works is that you can move. So
That's
and
faster.
I might as well just talk about it now because some of you don't know. But basically, you move when you do in your turn. You can do basically a movement. You can always get to move, right? So you can always move 4 spaces at any time you want, and then you can either do a full action, or you can do 2 quick actions. For example, quick action can be used for skirmishing, which is attacking with one of your mounts. Because if you look, again, I just want you to know that if you double click your token, it will open up the page of your mech, basically.
And also look at the mech combat sheet. That also tells you these things while as you're looking. I'm gonna post it
Okay,
again.
I think I'm stuck. I can't move back.
Well, probably can't move back. I need to just do this.
Get back.
I
Stabilize.
can't move.
Oh,
Is it
because you
Some
don't
reason it
have.
won't let me move.
You have to select the token button.
You need
On
to
the-
click the select token button.
Yeah, on the top left, there's like a token controls button.
It's like a little square.
It's the square.
For reloading, do I just wait a turn or do I have to stabilize to reload?
You do a
Wait.
full action to stabilize.
Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, why can't I move back?
Because
Because
see
you
the
don't
bit at
have
top
the
of it?
thing you selected. The
What's the thing?
Right,
on the top left, there's a person.
there's a select token. It's the one on the right. The like square. The 4 corners making a square.
4
Oh.
corners of
Yeah.
the world?
There you go.
There you go.
I see now.
There you go.
I was just trying to see, like,
If you've got 4, it might be worth. Oh, let me.
if I could go there.
I think you- Yeah, you've got the best range there. I don't think you can move much more.
Hold on.
If you want to calculate
trying to see if I can
range, hold control, and then start it from the edge of your token. That's how range is calculated.
Hold control.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I could snipe from here.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good shout, then.
Yeah. Just
Alright,
yeah.
I think I'll do that.
Pop
You
it
have your anti. Okay, so basically that means that you got to move, right? And
Yeah.
shooting is like a skirmish because you're attacking with your mount, which in this case is your heavy weapon mount, right? So
Yeah.
after you shoot, you only have 1 remaining quick action, just so you know.
That's fine.
Okay, so the way how it works to attack things. Let me just remind myself. This thing is like
Yeah.
20 range.
You hold. So you want a target, then you hold Alt left click on him. So there's like 4 arrows pointing at it.
Yeah, just you can only choose 1 target for this attack. So hold Alt. Let go of control first. You don't need to hold control. Hold Alt and left click on the enemy that you want to target. After you do that, it'll have like arrows, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now in your like interface, there should be like a little bar that has like pilot, mech, weapons, systems, utility, right?
Yeah.
From here, go to weapons, and then you'll see your weapons, right? Then select,
Anti-material
Yeah.
rifle.
click that, and then that will show like a little window, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it will show like the target, which in this case is the Bastion that you selected, and then you'll see like every other stuff that shows up. And I just want to check here your talents, right? I'm gonna see your talents. Okay, nothing here is kind of relevant. So I would say then you can just roll. Just click the button roll. Actually add. There is kind of. Add the. You're talking to Bastion, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there is cover in the way, but it's a size 2, so. No, just
Big
roll.
bitch.
Just click
Looks
the roll
around
button.
nervously.
Don't worry, you're behind height 3 cover.
Oh, Alright,
Before
that's
you
like-
shoot, the
It's too late.
anti-material rifle has accurate.
Oh, true.
yeah, right.
It also applies, I think.
Area apply automatically. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Oh, it did, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, that's
So I
7
hit
damage.
it?
Yes, you
Yeah,
hit
look.
it in the chat.
Shows on the right.
Wait. Oh, I see. The damage is 7.
7.
And
Let's go!
And it's armor piercing, so it ignores whatever armor it might have to reduce damage. Good.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Sick as hell.
So there you go.
Big gun.
That's like, let me just calculate the damage here. 7 damage. Armor piercing, kinetic. Whoop. It took quite a whole lot of damage, but it's still very much standing after it. It's very
It's
a very
bigger than
good
an
shot. So now you only have another remaining quick action. So what do you do with your remaining quick action? Which you can shoot with another mount, or you can just boost, which is moving again. So
I will boost.
alright, where do you want to go to? You can only move 4 spaces. Just
Let's
kind of that's building. There's stuff in the way.
If you just
Going indoors.
if you stand next to these things, you just get like normal cover because it's the same size as you.
Yeah,
So
Alright.
it makes them. It's not impossible to hit you, but it makes it harder for them.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's basically your turn.
Let me check my
And-
vid.
Okay.
Just so you all know as well, as Lancers, you can also overcharge, which gives you another quick action for free, which means you can shoot again with whatever you want as well, or just
Yeah.
move again. You know, whatever is needed. So
It ignores the rule that normally says you can do unique quick action, so you can't do 2 of the same quick action, except if you overcharge.
Okay.
So you can boost twice with it, for example.
Okay.
exactly. So now with your turn done, it's time for my turn.
Goon
So-
Squad.
So I will choose on who goes next, which will be this guy, who just kind of took the shot right away.
Ooh, he's fun.
So this guy is going
Square.
to push forward.
I love a bitch with ablative
He
armor.
moves 9?
Actually, I'm pretty sure he moves. Let me check. He moves 4 just
What?
like you. He's just
moves
big.
4, but
he's
using
big.
Yeah.
So he moves.
Bigger models move a lot more because it's like one movement is
Oh
all
my
spaces.
goodness.
It's not like D&D
I'm
where
in
like
firing
bigger things.
range. Help!
It's
I mean, you're
okay.
behind cover. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So now it's just going to target you after you took that shot.
Ah!
It's going to
Guys,
use
help!
its rotary grenade
okay.
launcher, and considering that this is, it's an
Oh, hell no.
arcing actually. It's an arcing.
Brontosaurus is on dude.
Oh yeah. Well, that is still gets cover. You can still get cover from arcing.
Well, no, because it can just shoot
Quick
behind
launcher.
you.
No, it's that you ignore line of sight with it. It's seeking that ignores cover.
Isn't the cover thing done? 'Cause it's a blast 1, so it's calculated from the
Nuh-uh.
blast, not from where you shoot it from.
Let me consult. We've had this conversation before.
We always have
Mud.
conversations at these.
Help!
Hal, I have it right here. Computer, show me arcing.
Our like TF2 engineers in the trenches.
Weapons can be fired over obstacles, usually by lobbing projectiles in an arc. Attacks with this don't require line of sight as long as it's possible to trace a path. However, they are still affected by cover.
But it's a blast
Damn.
1. You can technically
Yeah,
say
but
that it's like
it's
an
still cover.
airburst projectile that explodes above
Okay.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Like this thing
Blast.
is 8 range, which means look, I can just shoot in here.
Yeah,
it
but you
doesn't-
still get cover. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
Okay. Anyway,
Sorry, Boozy.
Sorry.
Oh!
It's okay.
Oh, don't worry. Actually, it was fine.
it missed.
It's okay.
Oh! Let's
The
go!
world is beautiful.
It's okay.
I'm assuming Ruby here just took like a big hard cover from avoiding the explosion.
Yeah, holy cow, that nearly blew me up.
So that's basically the turn. And who goes next for players?
Fellas, I can get into melee range. Can I take my turn?
Sure.
Oh,
I mean,
I
I'm fine
have-
with whoever goes next, really.
I mean, I don't know.
I have no
Holly, you want to
objection.
like go? Oh, okay. Holly goes up. Okay. Go on then. Restore autonomy.
Okay. Fellas, it's time to be the asshole that's played this game before.
Are you charging up?
Okay, Fluffy, here's what's gonna happen.
Go on.
I'm gonna use the Everest ability of initiative, so I can take a extra quick action for free.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use to boost. And while I'm boosting, I'm flying. So I move like 4 here, or that,
Yeah.
and then I move up here. Oh wait, shit! Can you just move me here? I should
I
end up
will
here.
move
And
you
I should
there.
have. Yeah, thank you. And then I'm gonna barrage it.
Fair. Go on,
Yeah.
man.
So we're gonna start with the normal charge blade. Hiya.
Just so you know, it's a super heavy. To start with, that's all you kind of get. Yowza.
What does it hit? I love. Oh yeah.
That's
so
it, yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
it.
And then the vents on this like very sleek frame just like starts really going ham with it, where it's basically steam, and then that massive like not even like mounted, like not even held, it's just glued to the arm, massive sword swings, and it's gonna be really embarrassing if I miss now.
Yeah, don't miss.
I did, right? Yippee!
Best.
Oh well.
Also, it's just super heavy. Just, you know, you need a full action for that one.
Yeah, that's why I barraged.
Well, but when you did, all right, because you, all right, I forgot about your stupid
Yeah.
little talent that lets you hit things for
Well,
free
well.
with your other thing.
Well. How are the turntables?
Well, you
I
didn't
can
hit
still-
with it, so you can't use your charged blade. I'm pretty sure.
What?
You didn't hit with a Tempest charged blade, which is your super heavy, and which means you can't use the charged blade.
We already
That
used the
doesn't-
charge blade.
That doesn't. No, Fluffy. The super heavy just says you can only attack with it when it's a barrage. I can still use other mounts too.
Are you sure?
It's just you can't punch with a super heavy in skirmish.
Oh wait, no. Alright, sorry, I was mistaken
Yeah.
with like ordnance. My bad. Sorry.
Don't worry. But I still
So-
get my 5 damage.
Alright, let me just calculate this. Is that charge blade?
It's AP.
That no. Why do you have 2 AP bangs? Good
Because
lord.
it's funny. I don't have any guns. I need to have useful melee.
Well, still, that's enough to basically slice the remaining parts of it in half and destroy it.
So basically, yeah, just jumping out from behind, missing with the big sword, but just like cleaving into it with that like glowing hammer, axe. That's my turn.
Yowza. One enemy already down. Proud of you.
Whee! Thank you.
Alright. Well, big frontline tank is already down, but this kind of puts you in a very bad spot for basically everything
Nuh-uh.
else. Nuh-uh. So,
Actually, oh wait, you're right. It is actually only 2 weapons or 1 super heavy. So, but I mean, I attack with the charge blade first. So,
it's
Thank
fair.
goodness you missed, otherwise it would have been against
Yeah.
the rules.
yeah, thank goodness that was all it took.
So, this
How do I
was-
lean again?
hold Q.
Cute.
X.
Q. X is for the cursor. A little
Uh,
hand.
Q isn't doing anything.
You hold it.
I'm holding it.
Now
Do
move
you
your
not
mouse
see like your
around.
vision moving around?
Nope.
Wiggle your mouse while you're
In
holding
fairness,
Q.
in a pretty open
I'm
area, it's
moving my
unlikely you're
mouse,
going to be
it's not.
getting much extra like line of sight.
Alright,
Well,
so-
now we're learning
Maybe
things,
because it's not my
fellas.
turn. I don't know.
Well, Fluffy, you were right. And it was also because you can't skirmish with a super heavy either. So we're both partially right.
Damn.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna push up forward here
Hello.
Uh-oh.
and target
Pushing
you.
melee, this guy's strange.
And
hang
then
on.
it's going to use its big old thermal lance that it has here.
Nuh-uh.
Have anything here to help you not get shot at?
No.
Alright, well in that case... Well,
It's a crit!
Oh my god!
That's okay. Enemies don't crit.
enemies don't crit normally, just so you know.
Yeah. I still take 4 damage, 6 damage. Oh dear.
6 energy damage. Are you gonna calculate? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I don't have any armor.
So that's pretty much its turn here. So who goes next, players?
Wait, so you got 4 damage on what?
I took 6 damage.
So you took 6 damage. Is that towards your HP or?
Yes.
HP.
Everything except heat is on your HP. It's only heat that affects your heat, obviously, but energy, fire, kinetic, explosive, that's all on your HP.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. If
Of
your
course.
HP goes down to 0, that
Then you
means
lose a
it-
structure.
Yeah, the structure thing.
And if you get over your maximum of heat, then you lose a stress.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah, you get-
structure is your health bars,
Yeah,
essentially.
you can see it also next to it. You can see health is next. The blue ones are the structure, and the orange ones are the stress on your health bar.
So
That's it. Do you want to go next, or am I alright?
You go. I have a thing, but the only valid target has already stopped moving, so you do.
Alright.
Go
The
on,
melee
man.
unit has locked on.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones I just shot you.
Oh,
Alright, so. Oh. I was gonna say, I can't really assist with fucking Mr. Silly over there, can I?
that's okay. If that thing moves, it's gonna get punched by my sword. That's another thing. Some weapons, there's usually a melee, have a threat range. This means when a unit is standing inside that range, so if it's threat 2, so here, it would be within range threat 2 of me. If then that thing starts moving, then I get to punch it.
How do I attack again?
You
Alt and
hold
click.
Alt and click, and then on your
Yeah, so I'm
weapon
attacking their support with my anti-material.
Anti-material club. What the hell?
So I just go into weapons, right, and then click
Hey,
it.
let's
Yes.
go! Anti-material game.
Shake feet because neither of you have hands. Wait, no, you do have hands.
I've got bibby hands. We've both got
does
bibby
that?
yeah, I got a
hands.
little baby
Yeah!
hands.
It's just because you're both in like the fog of war, so you're like.
We're both
Max a
jumping
bit
up and
harder
down
to
about
see.
it.
Alright, you can
You
shoot
got
at the support.
hands.
Okay, accuracy +1. Splendid.
Wait, are you even in range?
Yes, bitch.
Alright,
20
alright.
range.
I keep forgetting to turn off the damn thing. Right.
20 range. Get out of here.
Go on! Shoot away!
Oh, my face. Actually, is there a lock-on range as well? Just because I'm planning to lock onto the hive as well afterwards.
Sensor.
Well, it's your sensors, which is 10. Actually, no, your sensors is 10, so you can't reach
Ah,
them.
just out of range.
Yeah. You
Sorry.
can do.
Unless you move again.
Hey, psst.
Nah.
You can lock on to this guy right here if you're really nice to me.
I was gonna say, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
isn't he, like, out of
Do I need line of sight to lock onto someone or
You
not?
need line of sight and sensors.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I do have my what's. I have my extra quick action, so I might boost and lock onto something.
Yeah.
Can you just lean?
No,
Can you see if you
leaning
lean
is-
that you have within?
I would say that no. Leaning is
Let me do some leaning.
actually.
I can see
leaning-
I can see
Yeah,
the
you
other
can,
one.
No, you can see the edge.
Yeah.
You can
Again,
see
it's
the
from
edge.
the sides
Yeah.
of it. So yeah.
You're good.
Oh wait, if I can see the edge and lock on.
You're
Yeah.
for that guy.
I was gonna say I might use my extra action and then just unload a reliable 2 for my assault run. Yeah, assault rifle.
I was just so everyone knows, your frames have like unique stuff. Like in the case of the Everest, you can like over demonstrate here. It's initiative. I'll just like click here. Like once
Yeah.
per scene is basically once per combat. So
Yeah, it encounters.
encounters.
Also, I should roll this actually.
And whoa,
Huh.
you shot the support. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Snippy riffle.
Yes. Anti-material rifle moment.
Alright.
In fairness, I can't do this again until I reload, so that's gone for a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I have
that's-
to
that
take a
one's
moment to like
ordnance.
sit around like.
That one's ordnance. Oh man. Right, I completely forgot. Well, actually, I'll just accept it. But just so
Wait,
you
what's
know,
ordnance do?
ordnance means you can only fire it before you even move. So we'll just keep that in mind. I'll let
Oh
you
my
keep those little.
fucking god!
I
It's why
forget.
I'm holding off on doing anything because I have to shoot before moving with my stupid gun. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait until things
So
get a bit.
I'll still take those. Don't worry.
It's a learning
but,
experience, my friends. I also forgot that
Size.
part.
You still
It's
have
so
the remaining
over.
quick action. So what you wanted to
I was
do?
actually what's it? I am activating initiative.
Okay. To just get like a new quick action, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm using my first quick action to lock onto that scour. I don't know how.
I'll just do it
You
for
just
you.
you just say you do it and then you
Okay,
do
I
it.
declare
Yeah.
a lock on,
Yeah.
and then I'm not going to consume the lock on, but I am going to just do a roll of my assault rifle too.
Is your assault rifle
no.
in range?
Yes, 10 range.
Oh. Shoot away.
All right. Consume lock on turned off.
Oh.
Right.
Oh. 3
Hey.
damage.
Very nice.
3 reliable kinetic damage. Alright, fair enough. Still very much kind of brushes it off.
I mean,
Alright.
what's it? I'm harassing him.
Alright, that's your turn, and now we're gonna move on to this one over here.
La 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 la.
Bad guys.
The bad guys. This one's just gonna move around here.
Damn, this guy's crafty.
and it's going to. Oh man, just kind of out of range. But it's gonna push over to here, and then target over at Ruby. Can I even shoot from this distance? Let's take a look.
Ruby, watch out, lol.
Oh no, cannot actually.
What the fuck's the range on the energy line? That's kind of embarrassing.
Hey, you'll figure it out soon enough.
It deals 6 damage. I don't think it's very embarrassing.
I didn't realize it was a shotgun kind of thing.
It's going to just kind of
Hello.
apply.
I'm in cover, aren't I?
You're in cover essentially, yes.
I was gonna say, yeah, the big bitch's corpses.
That's hard cover.
Rex leave cover behind when they explode.
Yeah, that's hard cover, my guy.
That's hard cover. But still, it's gonna focus on and lock onto Ruby to apply pressure. So, Ruby, you now are locked on. And that's about its turn. So, who next?
It's between me and little
Stargazer.
Hackamadoodle over here.
Go on.
Hackamadoodle?
Yeah.
Go on, then. What will it be?
What is,
Stargazer? Or, like, if there's, like, an opportunity for you to act, go for it. I don't mind.
I see Holly typing, so
Yeah.
what's it gonna be?
Big
I don't know how the. I mean, why was your sensor range? Because you might be able to pull some shit.
Her sensor range is 15.
You can pull some shit.
And she has, like, different, like, extra hacking stuff because of her Mac.
She got nodes, diodes.
She has a thing that lets her push a target in any direction and knock them prone. And she can also make a target take more heat as well if they want.
Enemies are going to deploy from the other one soon, I think.
It's true. At the end of the round, at the end of the round, reinforcements do come in, but we'll get to that
It's true.
when we can. Walk me through this a bit. Okay, so it's your turn. You wanna like take your turn then? Okay. All right. So your turn.
Ooh.
So basically, Stargazer.
Activating Stargazer.
Just to remind again how it works, but basically, you get like everybody always gets the movement action. You can always move up to the amount of space that you want, which in this case is 4. So if you want to just kind of walk over here, like you see when you drag your token, it shows like a blue and then a yellow. Blue is like your standard move, which is what you can always do. Yellow means you have to boost for it, which costs a quick action. You have 2 quick actions or 1 full action. You can kind of think of it like XCOM, where some stuff you kind of have to like use up your whole ability just to use it, and some stuff you can just kind of like shoot then move, that sort of deal, right? In your case, since you're a hacker, quick actions can be used to invade enemies, which means that you kind of like do a hack instead of using a weapon. But it's kind of like the same rules, where you need line of sight and it has to be in your sensor's range, which is 15. So again, if you want to like move right now, you can just kind of drag your token up to the blue spaces that you want. So friendlies don't like block your movement, just so you know. So you can move through your friendlies. Like if you want to go there, right, you kind of have to like go around the cover here, which is like, you know, size 1, like this little obstruction here. Like yeah, I kind of have to go like around here, like here. Just kind of drag and let go. That works too. And then like drag again. Yeah, like that. Alright, so that's your normal movement, right? So with your normal movement done, you only have like a full action or 2 quick actions. In this case right now, you have a line of sight over towards this character here. So in this sense, if you hold down control and hold left click, it will start measuring for distance. This is basically how it works. So you always calculate from the edge of your token and then put a square over the token to see if it's in range. Your sensor range is 15, which means that you can attack this with a quick attack, like a quick tech action. So quick tech actions are special in a sense that you can use a different invade. Like normally when you do a skirmish, you can only attack with a different mount afterwards, but in the case of hacking, you can use a different invade option. In the case of the Kamalangma, I think that's how it's called, you have 3 different invades. So the first one, which is what everyone has, just so you know, is the fracture
Invade.
signal, right? I think that's the one. Invade. It's fragment signal. That's one of the invades, which just gives the target 2 heat, and it also makes them impaired and slowed until the end of their next turn. So that's pretty much it, right? So you can choose that, or you can choose your other 2, which is either balance control lockout, which pushes the target 2 spaces in any direction and knocks them prone, or system crusher, which makes the target take 4 heat, and they can also potentially take 4 burn as well if they exceed their heat cap. So, you know, do whatever you want. Like, you can hack this guy over here if you want. Like, if you want to hack this guy, you can tell me. This guy over here. Or you don't
Pacifist
have...
alien attacking entirely via Trojans.
You can also move again with a boost, just so you know, if you want to like get a better view of this guy over here.
Am I going insane, Fluffy? Because I'm measuring when it's like I measure from one space to another, it says 1 and then 2, but it's clearly 3 spaces for like range.
Because it's only calculating 2 spaces.
Yeah, but I mean in terms of range, would that still be within range too?
It's still counts.
No, I guess I'm just going insane.
Yeah, you alt and click to target. Yes. After that, you should see like on your interface like a bar that has like you know, pilot, mech, weapons, systems, and utility, right? So what you're gonna use in this case will be weapons, tech attack. That's the one you use. Just click that and then click on roll. That's all you need. I don't think there's any talents of yours that no, it's fine. You just click on roll. You should have. Oh. Wow.
Ooh.
It's a crit.
Yahoo!
God damn.
Tech attacks don't really get affected by crits. But that's
Okay,
still
but it's
really-
a crit, which means it's good.
Yeah.
It means it's fucking cool.
So now you get
It
to
means
choose
they're winning.
what invade you want to use, right? So again, you have balance control lockout, or system crusher, or just the standard fragment signal. So which one would you like to use?
Which one is it you're moving? Is it the top one or this one? Like, which
Top
one is
one,
it?
this one.
Okay, never mind then.
And it's her choice if she wants to move it or if she wants to just apply the other ones.
Yeah.
This is
Given
your
that its
choice,
weapon is
Holly.
called the
Like-
thermal lance, I think making it really hot might be a good idea.
Well, this one's already
Just a
like
theory.
halfway hot.
Why don't we just boil this motherfucker then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Holly only has sight for this one, so it's her
Yeah.
choice on what she wants to do.
You decide.
System crusher? Okay. So I just want to like copy and paste this over. Can I not copy and paste this? Oh, can't select it. It's so over. Let me just copy it from the CompCon. But Kamalungma. Hold on, fellas.
That's a word.
The Kamalungma.
I just think of the Vortigons.
Galanga.
I always think it's Chumalunga.
Alright, let me just.
Show 'em a
I'll just
logo.
post this here.
The
Basically,
Galanga.
this is what System Crusher does.
Chumalunga.
So, as you, just so everyone
Chimichanga.
knows, anytime you do an invade, you always deal 2 heat to the target. And System Crusher here is basically adds another heat. So it deals 4 heat, and basically just that, because as you can see, this is only this guy was only just completely empty. So, and now it's kind of burning up. There you go. It can only be used once on each character, so just keep that in mind, Holly. You can't use System Crusher on this guy again. But I'll keep note of that, don't worry. But still, you still have 1 quick action remaining. Would you like to move, or would you like to invade it again? Yes, you can invade again. This guy's... I mean, go for it. You can roll again to invade.
Computer war.
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
Can you do an invade twice?
As long as you use a different one. You have to use a
Oh,
different
okay, yeah.
invade.
Sure. You should move them closer to me. And my big sword.
Well, first you gotta do the tech attack. Roll once again to invade. No. Brilliance is basically you can take any quick tech action as a free action, and then bolster or lock on as a free action. But this is just standard Lancer stuff. Quick tech, you can do quick tech again as long as you choose a different invade signal. So you can't use System Crusher on this guy. You can only use Fragment Signal or Balance Lockout thingy. Yeah, you can potentially do a third. Yeah, you can use Brilliance to use it to do another third one.
This guy is ultra.
Just remember, it's like only once per combat, so just keep that in mind. It hits. Nice. Wow, that was really right on the limit. But it hits. What invade would you use? It has to be either Fragment Signal or Balance Control Lockout. Balance Control, I'm just gonna post them here. This is what Balance Control does. And Fragment Signal basically just makes the target become impaired and slowed until the end of the next turn. Impaired means that they basically have +1 difficulty dice to everything that they do. It's harder for them to shoot, it's harder for them to do anything. And slowed means they can't boost, which means that they literally just can only move like the 4 spaces and nothing else. And Balance Control Lockout is right there. It just knocks them in a direction and knocks them prone. Being knocked prone means that they're on the floor. Every attack a player does towards it has +1 accuracy dice. It's easier to shoot it basically. And if it wants to stand up, it needs to use up all their standard movement to stand up again. Balance Control. Okay. So in that case, which direction do you want to knock them in 2 directions? Any direction you want.
Towards me.
Can I knock them closer? Yeah. I mean, it's any direction you want. 2 spaces, any direction.
I would like to point out when something's prone, everything gets +1 accuracy towards them.
Okay. Well, it's not prone, so everybody has towards.
I'm going to fucking kill him.
Oops. I mean, this is the closest I can get.
True.
Alright, everyone's not prone. And that's it, then? I'm pretty sure there's like nothing. I mean, you can still do Brilliance if you want, or Overcharge. It is entirely up to you if you want to end your turn here. Okay. Thank you, Holly. You did nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Next up now we have enemies. And
The villains.
Got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people down
trying to drain me on my
will
energy.
be the Stirropes, which will move close.
Whoops, stirrups.
That's a cool spider.
Oh, he a slow one.
Yeah.
Fat bitch.
Alright, take it
Hey.
easy.
Hey, I'm right here.
You're taller than him.
So this one what we'll do, it will actually do this, which is a quick action. Well, I'll put it in the chat so that everyone
Oh
knows.
dear.
We'll deploy here a restock drone. And as you can see there in the chat, it does, etc, etc. So let me just put it down. I'm pretty sure this says it deploys in a space within range 5.
Yeah.
And we'll put it right over here. Whoop. There it
Oh,
is.
that's so tiny.
Yeah.
You can target this if you want, just so you know. This is targetable. But as you can see here, the next time an ally character moves through it or next to the drone, it clamps on and discharges and basically heals them for 5. So this is just a little heal bot.
But it's only next time they do it.
Yeah, next time. Basically, if these 2 characters act, they can use it if they want. So that's a quick action. And then with its other quick action, it will just put push forward to just kind of like. Why the heck are you like? Oh, right.
Oh my! All these clustered together enemies. I sure do wonder what will happen in Sweet Tooth's turn.
All right, Sweet Tooth, it's your turn now because you're last one on your side.
I like that.
Alas, I cannot use my giant silly gun because.
Can you?
No,
Do you have small weapons at least?
No, hold on. What's the range?
That might be in range. Hold
It's
on.
10 range, and it's smart
Yeah.
and seeking, so
Well,
it goes
rule
over
is-
cover.
The problem was that it had ordnance, but now it's not a problem anymore because they've moved closer.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
was gonna
that's
say.
fun.
Literally
Right.
all these things are within range 10.
My
What the
strategy-
fools?
Alright, so the way it works then, Sweet Tooth, is you click, there's weapons, right? There's Hurricane Cluster Projector. Click on that.
Okay, I have the little like pop out thing for double clicking open.
So then you click on the little circle, right? And that
Little
will
circle.
basically project like basically a big circle that you can click to drop in, which will target all the targets within its circle.
Ooh, okay. Where am I looking for this original circle?
It's
Select targets. That one. Okay. No.
Yeah.
Hurricane Cluster Projector, right? This is a
So-
circle.
Hurry. You mean okay? So when you do the double click to bring up the little like in-game menu for your thing, it's like a mini CompCon, right? That's what you're on about.
No,
Yes.
like there's like also a bar as well.
Bah.
Like
Yeah, it's
it's
at the
like
top. There should be a thing that says pilot, mech, weapon, and utility.
Protocol, full action.
no,
quick
that's
action.
the other thing.
That's a different thing.
Yeah,
Give me
Like-
give me a direction, like a top left.
I don't
top
know.
Right,
It's
where-
sometimes
Top left, yeah.
top left. Yeah.
Okay, pilot mech weapons. There we go.
Right,
Hurricane
click
cluster
on weapons. Click on Hurricane Cluster Projector. Right,
Mm-hmm.
and now there's like a circle on the title of the window. Click on that,
Oh,
and that basically, and the max range that you have on this is it reaches
I'm
up
pretty
to
sure that puts it there.
here.
Yeah.
You can
Put
put
it
it
right in the
like
middle of
these
all
two
of them.
spots.
Kill him!
I'm just gonna drop it right on the guy. in
Put
the
your
middle,
cross
yeah.
out, everybody fucking go!
I'm gonna blow them all up. Yeah. All
Did you
right, cool.
click?
So
There you go.
Yeah.
That will automatically select all the valid targets.
that's a lot of targets.
Wait, can you consume the lock-on that I placed as well for it?
They can.
Yeah.
Go for it.
But that only counts for that one specific.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, wait, guarantees killing these motherfuckers a little harder,
Also,
so...
Fluffy, what's their E defense? Since it's smart, does Foundry know how to do that?
yes, it does know how to do that, of
Okay.
course. So
Dude,
just
press the button.
just roll.
Okay, with the lock-on thing, do I need to press anything on my
No,
end? or
just
will it
click
do
on.
that?
I mean, it'll select the lock-on of just that one character. I mean, let me just
Just
do
the
it
big,
real quick
the big
myself.
button that says roll, huh?
Have you targeted all of them?
Apparently, I just put the big circle down.
Yeah,
Okay. And it
Yeah.
targets all of them? Oh,
You'll
dear.
kill what you kill, I guess.
yeah, I can just. Yeah, it's just click on roll.
All right.
Oh dear. I'm like scared.
Wow, all these dice.
For them?
Those, it hits everything.
Everything except for the
Wow.
restock drone!
Oh my god.
Kaboom!
The only thing you miss is the restock. 9 damage.
What's player gonna restock now?
Exactly. Yeah. What are you gonna restock? It's all gone.
Can restock me, please?
So basically, everything here just takes that damage.
Oh wait, you only have 10
Yeah.
health.
Also,
even
yeah,
the little bastion here, which basically kind of. Actually, no, it's still in one piece. It still
Didn't
works
they-
as
I was
cover.
gonna say, he just kind of watched it, was like, huh.
So let me just click this. 9.
Oh wait, yeah, you hit the bastion. What the fuck?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine because it still counts as a target because it's cover, but it's
Funny.
still fun. Do
So
these
the-
things have any resistance? No, they don't actually.
They don't have armor?
Well, they do. Armor's collected automatically. I just have to check if they're, you know.
Dead.
Yeah, I was
Very-
gonna say, as armor and resistance is different things, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yes. Armor is just you reduce flat amounts. If you have 2 armor, you just reduce the damage you take by 2, but resistance is half the damage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's against specifics, like, oh, I'm better
Yeah.
against thermal damage.
Well,
I can take 1,000,000 bullets.
Right away,
Please don't boil me.
the stirrups gets destroyed,
Beautiful.
but everything
Love to see
else
it.
is still
Love to see it.
standing.
Okay, but how badly are they hit by that?
They're
Because that was
very
like 10
badly
million
hit, because this
rockets.
is like a barrage of missiles, just so everyone knows. This was like a huge barrage of missiles raining down on all these targets.
Holy!
There's a reason this weapon is both ordnance and gives the shooter 2 heat.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes me hot when I use it. It's like too much for a mech. It's ridiculous. So can I
And-
move after firing?
Yeah, you can still move. You can only move.
Alright, I'm
Can
just
only
gonna,
move.
I'm gonna do a little hold on. I just like deselect my little mini menu. Hold on. There we go. I'll do like a little
Deactivate war mode.
the menu's covering up where I want to move to. Hold on,
pause
like,
it.
shift the camera.
Oh, that.
No, it's a different menu. It's the you know when you mouse over a mech and it gives you like the little like
Oh,
TLDR
right.
version?
Well, Escape its ordnance. So you still need to load it.
Essentially.
Oh wait, no, right, you don't need to load it. You just
Yeah,
need to
you
stand
load it.
still. That's
Yeah,
true.
just stand still and shoot.
I forgot.
It's
I
still a
forgot
full
there's a
action.
difference.
That I get really warm.
I forgot there's a difference. Oh no, 2 heat.
Oh
Okay,
no.
how do I?
Just drag and
Pour
drop and let
water on
go.
them quick.
Well, because I can't see where I'm.
Yeah, I forgot. I kind of just assumed that.
There you go.
There we go. Big stumpy.
Well,
stupid
I guess
missile.
it's this fucking shitty little hive's turn.
You saw his big stupid spider get one shot.
The Enyo.
The moment this thing moves, I'm gonna kill it.
So this thing is way much different here, and it will push over to here.
I want to throw in a dumb flavor thing. By the way, it isn't shown on the sprite yet, but the idea is that each missile is a slightly different color, and they're all filled with like slightly different colored smoke. So it's just like this big fucking rainbow explosion.
It's the gay bomb.
Damn!
It could be. Oh, but they all kind of hit like one at a
Uh-oh.
time, so it's just like different colored, like pew 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 pew.
Is it gonna try to attack me?
Gee, I wonder.
Not again!
Well, in this case, it's going to actually not even gonna attack you directly. It's going to do this. Okay, gracias. Just gonna do this.
Just gonna say thank you.
Oh, well. If it isn't Old Faithful, Escape
No.
and Kai. It's our good old friend Razor Swarm.
Wait, what was the last one? Razor Storm?
We had a combat where there was like 3 different Razor Swarms at the same time from the same fucking hive.
That sounds
So-
cool.
So this thing here will deploy it right about here. Actually, no. This kind of, I mean, this thing here, a free area.
Wait,
wind
so what does
sense.
the Razor Storm do exactly?
You can read it. It burns you if you start it within it or move into it. It sets you on fire.
Oh, that was the one part I didn't read.
Yeah.
It's going to deploy right here. Whoop. This is like,
Yeah.
this is spiders. This is
But
like a
is that-
nanoswarm.
Burn is essentially you take the damage, but then every subsequent turn, at the end of your turn, you need to make a check, and if you fail it, then every subsequent turn you'll continue to take damage. Each time you fail the save.
Right? And that's basically the end of that thing's turn. And that is now a new round. And
Are you deploying new boys?
deploying new boys indeed. So at the end of each round, reinforcements will arrive into the area. And this will always just be new enemies which come from these areas. Like you see here, like this is ingress zone, ingress zone, ingress zone.
We don't see.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have line of sight, but I believe you.
What do you mean don't see? I'm like dragging you all into it. Alright?
Yeah, but like the
Line
fog
of
of
sight
war is
player?
obscuring it.
Oh.
Yeah, like the remains of the dropshipper in the way.
Alright, but look, basically here. You see these ingress zones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna come from here. So let me just decide real quick on which ones I have to drop in, because it's a very delicate combat at the moment. Well, not really delicate, more like just I have to deploy the right amount because you already killed 2 enemies, which is really surprising. Damn, the 2 biggest ones too. Tankiest.
We
I
said
didn't
get those fucks out of here.
I didn't expect them to walk into range. I thought I was gonna
Yeah.
have to do a really boring turn.
Activate
So-
anti-material gun now!
Fellas, may I get the first turn because I can hopefully like kill both of these things.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So big. True. Although I'm
True.
gonna pretend that I didn't hear that.
Alright, so
Hey, don't worry, we're gonna stand next to you.
these ones
you
are
already
gonna
are, you're
drop
getting
in.
Yeah, exactly.
Would be, and
So if anything shoots me, I hide him.
would be and over here. Okay, bringing you to this attention over here.
Ah, there's more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Boozy.
Who's gonna tell him?
These bad guys. They there's a few of them.
There's more
Really
than
are
one.
deploying the exact same dudes that we just fucking killed.
Hey,
Yeah.
set rep rules, combat rules. This is what has been planned for. So
They lost the stock.
Fluffy,
Alright.
Fluffy, may
Yes.
I have permission to kill?
Permission.
If the rest of my team is okay with it.
I'm saying, kill all life.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Go on, restore autonomy.
I would like to barrage with my epic Tempest Charge Blade.
You even. Oh,
Yes, it's threat 2.
You're right. Alright, go for it.
I'm gonna hit the top one that's prone.
Go on then.
Yeah.
That guy got so bullied. He had everything.
And we do hang on, we do agree prone is the one that gives you +1 accuracy, right?
Yep.
Yay.
There's no way you can miss a guy who's on the ground.
Watch me miss it.
Nice one,
Oh wow.
Fluffy.
You actually did
Nice
miss
one,
it.
Fluffy.
What do you mean nice one me?
You're
There's
the
no
one
way
who
you
swung
can
the
miss
sword.
that.
You're the one who swung the sword. It's your fault.
No. It's someone else's. Well, fellas, I don't think I can kill both of them in my turn then. Because it
I mean,
requires
I'm
me
out
to
of
hit.
range. I'm out of range for the new guy, so I can.
It
push
kind of
him.
requires me to hit something. And
Oh.
as you can see here, I didn't hit it.
Oh no.
Consider,
Can you run away?
consider falling back. I think honestly, 'cause
Actually,
we can finish these guys off.
no. I will overcharge instead.
Alright, go for it.
I
Oh
am
shoot.
overcharging.
Okay.
And then I am moving a space. And then I'm gonna hit this thing with my my charge blade.
Go on then.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. I
Yeah.
got the sound effect. Take
Armor
full armor piercing damage.
Armor piercing. Whoa, energy. That's resistance. But it's still standing.
But it's armor piercing. Doesn't
Yeah.
that ignore resistance?
Resistance is known as.
Oh, yeah,
Resistant-
right.
Armor piercing just it says in the name, Lolo. Armor
Well, it's
piercing.
a kind of armor, ain't it?
Strangle you.
Well, fellas, it would seem I am a bit boned.
A little bit surrounded.
I dare them to move, though.
Are you
Well,
okay if
What's that? I can
drop
pop off
the-
some missiles to help out because
What?
I
Wait,
think.
can't I shoot them from here?
Sure,
Yeah,
but it's their turn first.
It's their turn first.
Oh yeah, you're screwed.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, Blair.
as I always say, it's okay.
Well, very much obviously. So, this thing is going to aim straight ahead with its thermal lance.
It's not gonna move.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't
But it would
have
have been
to.
really wanted to.
Doesn't have to move.
Shivers and teeth clatters.
But
I think it
let's
does.
just turbo lance activate.
Oh
That's
dear.
a clear hit. 6
Uh-uh.
energy, and that is our first structure of the
No.
combat.
Not yet, because
You have fucking paint job, don't you?
because I have a custom paint job, which says when you take structure damage, roll a d6. On a 6, you restore to 1 HP and ignore the damage. The hit
Why are you
simply
taking
scratched
structure
your
damage
paint
already?
because I take damage. Observe me rolling a 6. I think. Oh dear. Well, see, listen. If I said, see me roll a 6 and I rolled a 6, it would have been the coolest shit ever.
True.
Well, take that 6
Yeah.
damage.
Let me take that structure. Hey,
Also, Burger, I want to say, you have a weapon with more than 10 range. I don't. I would recommend
Lancing
picking
blow.
something that can hit.
Oh.
from
It's just you stabilize your mech, but it's impaired.
That's the thing.
Okay.
I don't think I can push forward enough to hit these guys. So otherwise, I'd just be reloading, which would
What,
be a
110
decent move still.
HP?
yeah,
Damn!
right. There we go.
I guess what's it? I could.
I could shoot them. Like I'm within.
You need to
range.
reload your main gun, but you have an assault rifle, I think.
I have a regular assault rifle that's like 10 range.
Fluffy.
I could just do
Yes.
that.
I need you to give me that macro to reset black screen. It happened.
Alright. Damn, really?
Do you have it on
I
hand?
could give I could give you a lock if you want, Duke, and then that should help because
Hold
you're
on,
within
I need
10
to
range of
actually
them, right?
make it again.
Yeah.
Black screen.
Wait, you can
macro.
give that to me?
I think it's just canvas. Reload. Hold on, I'm figuring it out. Hold on.
Oh. Me too.
Ugh.
Oh man, you guys are typing in chat. What are you saying?
Typing some lovely things.
I didn't realize it was that type of thing.
Hold on, let me just... Oh, okay, there we go. Canvas, draw.
Thank you. Probably somewhere here.
Yeah, let me just save this. I'll put like a little eye icon on it so you know it's...
Thanks. It's because sometimes Foundry's just black screens, then you get like a... Also, you're right. I need to be the sandbag when Odin isn't here. I gotta pick up the slack.
It's true, alright. There we go.
You don't have the attitude for it though. You're too
Check
sad.
your macro bar now.
Yeah,
click
I
on
have
the
it.
folder. Okay, there you go.
No, it just says custom macro. Display custom macros.
I click that. Black screen macros.
Oh, there it is.
I know what you're talking. Alright. It's a team sandbag. It's always so funny. Alright, so that was just a
Why do
quick
I have more
action.
health than Duke?
It still doesn't
was
work.
weird.
I'm gonna reload the
'cause I'm gonna
page.
build an
Aw.
infrastructure.
Oh, true, actually.
So
I'm
the
waiting
you
on
have
my
four.
turn.
it's going to move
I have
backwards
something.
actually
I don't know
now.
what it is.
So, and it's going to use
I guess
the
you have the
drone.
bomb layer.
So, Lolo, it is moving. This thing is moving. This guy.
Oh wait, is it moving?
Yeah, it's gonna move.
I would like to
around.
Overwatch.
Go on then.
Yes. Let's see if I can do it now. Please just wait a moment for this thing to load.
I'm waiting for it to load. Like God intended.
Okay. So we're gonna Overwatch. Oh, that's loud. Holy shit. I forgot the audio reset. Okay.
Blast.
I'm going to Overwatch with my... Wait, hang on. I don't think... Wait, can I Overwatch with Super Heavy?
I don't think so. I think they're way too
Let me-
big.
Let me check. Because if not, I might not be able to Overwatch.
Because you skirmish with Overwatch. Skirmish
Yeah,
is a
let's-
quick action, so
Well,
charge
let's see.
play.
Sometimes it's different. Let me see.
I think only
Uh,
talent lets you Overwatch with it.
Status, no. Equipment tags. Where are you? Show me big weapon. Where the fuck are you? It's not even there. What's even the point? Oh wait, I have it here. Sorry fellas. There's rules.
There is.
No, I cannot. Well, is it within threat 1? It is. I can still
Yeah.
punch it with my normal thing.
Go on then.
Die! Oh.
You have
Oh wait, I'm
it
impaired. Die!
somehow still hit.
Whoa.
See, I can hit with anything but my big sword.
I believe it.
Well, that is 5 energy.
Take that 5 AP.
Energy. And surprise,
Ah!
dead.
I am the best fucking player ever.
It goes down in a burning flame.
Can I just
Just like
move my
that.
mech back and forth so I get my normal fog of war back?
I'll just do it for you.
Well, no, like everywhere.
Oh,
Because everything is gone. There we go, thank you.
there you go. I didn't know it was like that.
And there,
Alright.
this
Let me just... Okay. And, well, can say that thing just straight up died afterwards. Who goes
You
next?
should. Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I
you
go
okay?
next and shoot the other one?
Anybody
He's
else?
behind the bastion. That might be cover.
Yeah, that bastion's still
Oh.
alive. Still has
you
like
can
one.
you can shoot that thing though.
Yeah.
That is true. I could shoot this.
There's also some guys behind you.
Go on then, Ruby.
We'll deal with them soon.
Once again, you have a standard movement and you have 2 quick actions. Or a full action.
How do I... Oh, that's the attack.
Yeah.
He's within range. I can just attack before I move.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can always do that.
Yeah.
Remember, you have... When you attack, you use a mount. Which means that if you have like 2 weapons on that mount, you use both weapons that's in that attack. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a main mount assault rifle and 2 Nexus flex mounts.
Yes, which basically means that you can, if you do a barrage, which is just 2 skirmishes, you can attack with the assault rifle and then you can attack with the flex weapon mount, which is both Nexuses. So you can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, so
So,
again,
How
target
do I
the...
attack again? I haven't had my turn in like 30 minutes, so I don't remember how to attack.
No, it's normal. So hold Alt and left click the thingy, right? Which is in this case is this,
Just
right?
I was gonna say also unclick from the one you've already got selected.
Alright, unclick the bastion that you killed, blew up.
yeah.
So now, just again, on your bar there's weapons. Just select your assault rifle, and then that's pretty much it. Just click on roll.
Just roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
16.
Beautiful.
Nice, that's
5.
a hit.
Yeah,
I did 5 damage.
5 damage.
you did it.
It's a hit. And
Okay.
now you're gonna attack with your Nexuses, right?
Yes.
Basically just do the same thing. Open the window and roll, and then do it again for the second one.
Oh, that one missed.
So
It's
sad.
fine. I can use the other one, right?
Yeah, you can use the other one still.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
We don't talk about that.
Welcome to the club.
We don't talk about that.
you can still move, just so you know. if you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to.
thinking of where to move. I might just move away.
Probably, yeah, move a bit back to because
Yeah, I want
this-
to remind you that there's 2 enemies coming in from behind.
yeah.
guys,
So-
I promise my super heavy melee weapon is good. I just need to hit with it first. It's not even like it's inaccurate.
No, it's just dice. It's whatever. I believe you. It's gonna be
So
good.
what if I move up here?
Oh, you
Well,
move up there.
oh no, they're gonna attack me next turn.
Well, move.
I'm thinking.
Maybe Tamara's just really nervous of getting to finally be in combat.
There.
Okay, fair enough. And that is your turn.
Yeah.
Onwards and upwards.
Well, that didn't go as planned, but hey, at least I hit him
you
one.
did
I
something.
could have hit him 3 times.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, from what we've seen so far, 5 damage is pretty acceptable.
It's substantial, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say yeah,
Uh-oh.
like looking at our health bars, 5 damage is good damage.
Yeah.
This one's gonna move here. Kind of has to
He's
move
shimmying
around, shimmy away.
Oh,
God.
you bet I'm not going anywhere near that corridor.
That is good.
We'll scout it for you, don't worry.
Send in the little guys.
This one just kind of pushes up around here. It was like, that was a movement and quick action. Still has 1 quick action, and let me just double check here. Nice.
Whoa.
So,
Bro, chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
it gods.
Egats.
Easy.
Oh,
Is that an alien word or is that a regular word?
This is definitely like an alien word.
Both.
It's regular for aliens.
Ooh.
they call them words there.
They will actually use the lock on and will fire away. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh no.
yowza!
Ooh.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, both of you take 4 explosive damage. And
Bro.
so when you take damage, you can always, as a reaction,
You can always, as a reaction, flinch.
as a reaction, you can always what's it called? What is it? Oh, I forgot its name. Hunker down, I think.
Is it brace?
Brace.
Yeah, it's brace. Right. Basically, with brace, you can take half damage, but you take half damage, and any further attacks against you for the rest of your turn until the start of your next turn takes +1 difficulty dice. But the main gist is that by hunkering down, for bracing, you can't take any you can only take one quick action next turn. So
Yeah.
that's like the
Oh,
downside.
I'm just gonna take the hit. I'm just gonna take the hit.
Well, you always show.
I got like 12 HP. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'll take it too. Okay. I will just apply the
Grown ass
damage.
pilot takes the damage.
There you go.
Ow.
So that's the end of that thing's turn. Who next?
I wouldn't mind going.
You want to go?
You wouldn't
Yeah.
mind, but would
I
others
wouldn't mind.
Go for it.
I'm trying to think.
Unless anyone else has an objection, there's
I'm fine with anyone going next. So
we got.
You're not-
I'm kind of not planning on doing a crazy amount. If I do a full action, do I get much limits, quick action wise?
Nope, you just do a full action. You can still overcharge right after as well. You can
Okay.
just saying.
Alright, well, so I'm just gonna fucking. I'm gonna wait for CompCon to give me a second, and then I'm just gonna move up to cover, and I'm gonna select my mech properly for a start. They are in range. Yeah, that's like in range of my sensors, right? The Bastion?
That is in range of your sensors. That's true.
Alright, just wanting to make sure. I'd like to stabilize to reload my anti-material, and then I'd like to just lock onto the Bastion.
When you stabilize, aside from loading, you also get to either clear heat or restore HP.
I'm completely fine in every regard, I just want my
Yeah.
bullet
Yeah,
back.
but just saying that if you want to lock on, you need to overcharge for that one.
Because it's a full action.
Yeah, stabilize is a full action.
Oh, I didn't know I had to overcharge, okay.
Yeah.
Would you still like to stabilize?
I mean, yeah, I'll get rid of any of the heat I get from... So, can I lock on and then overcharge to stabilize?
No, because
No.
you need to use a full
Okay.
action. And overcharge only gives you a quick action.
Oh, so I'll just stabilize then.
Okay,
So,
there you go.
I was exposed?
I love all the
No,
little
it
effects.
just always automatically clears exposed if needed.
Yeah.
You're
Exposed for being exposed.
It clears every condition you might have.
Wow, a miracle drug.
Alright, after that,
It's true.
we're gonna move on over to the enemy side, which will be this one. Does it recharge its razor swarms? It does! Let's go!
Oh, such a cool little thing.
Fluffy's
It's so fun.
having more fun with that than with us.
I love razor swarms. Any chance I get to put
Not
more
me.
down.
I mean, they do make the
Oh.
game kind of interesting in regards to, like...
That's what the big sparkly thing is.
Yeah, it sets you on fire. Not a fan.
So this thing
Can
is
I
gonna
blow it up?
move over to here.
Nope.
What? Okay, are they like bees? If I throw a smoke grenade, will they all die?
It's like a big nano swarm. Also, this is all happening like in seconds. Like this is all like around is like 5 seconds or so.
No, yeah.
You don't know that.
I know that. I declared it.
No.
Sentient disco
No.
balls.
This thing is going to, with its razor swarms, it's going to deploy another one. And let me just, right around here actually. Gosh, that's perfect. Needs to be a free area, which I'm pretty sure free area just means like adjacent, I think.
Yeah, it's a spot where there's no like characters in.
Just, is it maybe like adjacent as well? I mean, I don't know.
Jason?
Yeah, I would say so. As long as there's nothing that occupies the space itself.
This is fine, I think. Yes.
Do it, I don't give a fuck.
You should. This is bad for you.
Razor swarms are nothing to me.
I was born with them.
Alright, well, let me just...
You merely adopted them.
Alright, there you go. So,
What do they do again?
And
me
again, as
scroll
a
up.
reminder...
They set you on fire.
If I'm in them or if I'm next to them.
In them.
Okay, yeah, I don't give a shit.
Huh?
So, take as prisoner of I don't give a fuck nation. This is nothing.
And then with its remaining quick action, it's going to target over at you, humanity loved. And you know what it's gonna do? It's gonna do a tech attack. It's going to do drone barrage actually. And let me just...
Who are barraging the drone.
Oh, you droning alright.
Alright, So you get to choose now. Would you rather be immobilized and impaired until the end of your next turn, or be forced to move 5 spaces in any direction by the hive?
You can go fuck yourself.
Which one is gonna be?
5 spaces?
Yeah.
Does it have to be 5?
It has to be up to 5.
Up to 5. Oh, you're a motherfucker.
No, I choose, not you, just so you know.
No, I know. I was just measuring like the general area. That's it. Senses impaired. What does that imply?
It means if impaired means you have +1 difficulty to every attack you do until the end of your next turn, and immobilized
Okay,
means
so
you
that
just can't
will-
move.
I'm not planning on moving too much. My main gun's accurate, so that's just kind of fun. Standard. My only issue would probably be my missiles.
Just so you know, you have your talent crack shot.
Oh yeah,
So-
true.
Which makes it so that
Also, what's it? My missiles are auxiliaries. I'm pretty sure I have a talent relating to that too.
Yeah, you do.
He remembers better than me.
Hey, I keep it in mind. I gotta help.
Yeah, hold on, what the fuck?
So will you be
Where are my
immobilized?
talents? Hold on. Yeah, I'll be immobilized.
Okay.
Where
Immobilized.
are my fucking
and
talents? Am I
impaired.
stupid?
Where is?
I'm stupid, I think.
Take it easy, damn.
Sorry, I'm just stretching. We aren't like going for a full another hour, right? Because I do have work
I still
tomorrow
need to
morning.
get dinner actually.
Yeah.
I'm starving to death.
We can like, can we like finish? Is it fine to say like we finish this round and then continue pick up next time?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So
I don't want to wake up tomorrow in hell.
no, it's fine. All right. That's the end of its turn. So who next? Sweet Tooth or Stargazer? I'm
I'm gonna let Holly decide. I forgot. How do you pronounce that character's name? GB? I'm gonna let the funny little the EBBBB. I'm gonna let that decide.
Yeah,
Gee.
the correct shot.
Little bean, big bean, medium bean.
Oh, Killer Bean!
no.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to do it?
What are protocols?
Okay.
Protocols and
mode
stuff you do before
activated.
anything
I'll
else
admit
on your
you
turn.
probably have more interesting options.
You press a button on your computer and then you tell it does a thing. So it's just like a. For
I was gonna say,
example,
does that count as a quick action or whatever? Or
no,
not?
it's
No.
called. It's a protocol. It's like its own thing.
Okay, splendid, perfect.
You do something as a protocol as the very first thing on your turn.
Oh,
Incredible, so I can just make this
Sure.
Enyo's move not meta.
all right.
Yeah.
Deploy cover is a quick action, just so you know. It's your Pattern A Jericho deployable cover. Actually, it's a full action. Damn, it's a full action.
You have to
deploy
like
cover.
unwrap it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta fold that shit.
This
It's like a tent.
2 sections of size 1 hard cover and free space adjacent to you.
It's like a
and to
tent,
the-
except it's a barricade.
Would you still
a
like
really
to deploy
thick
it?
tent.
It's a full action, which means you can't do like anything else except do your brilliance or overcharge. Nah, never mind. Alright.
I just like that. You know what? Starts measuring distance towards it.
Go on, Holly. What would you like to
Yeah.
use on it? Again,
Fuck
you
'em
could
up.
do a barrage, which lets you use both weapons, both mounts. You have like a main auxiliary one, which means you can use the Tomer rifle and the pistol, and then also the grenade launcher, which is your mortar.
Holy.
Yep. If you do a barrage, you get to shoot all 3 guns. Ordnance, oh damn, unlucky. Well, you can just shoot. We can just do a normal skirmish and then a quick tech if you want. You have to select your token.
Everything disappeared from my options.
It's not a quick action, it's a full action, I'm pretty sure. Don't be ridiculous.
You've been proved wrong again.
Actually, yeah, the screenshot right there on thing, goddamn. Although I think the decision's already been made to just blast this guy.
I was gonna say, yeah, ordnance is ordnance.
Oh, that's because he had the other guy targeted. Okay.
What, really? It's like, I thought it was like a quick action. And it's
Like,
oh, well.
full of crap, son.
Big blast.
Damn,
Aw.
I miss. shit. Well,
Sorry,
you
I shouldn't have
still-
sworn.
You can still use your pistol. Same thing, really.
Reliable one.
Yeah, pistol hits.
Reliable 1. And how much damage did this thing take? Let's find out. 3 kinetic. It took no damage. The bullet just...
Oh no.
Fuck.
Does it at least scare him a little?
Crying.
No, it has like a
No.
big ass shield. It just used it in front of it as you shoot at it.
Can he say I'm fucking invincible? Please.
No, these guys don't really care too much about some
State-of-the-art,
Union mech pilots over here.
Oh my god.
This is so sad.
He has no computers.
I'm so sorry, Stargazer.
This
Well-
like entire mech's being powered by him pedaling on a bicycle.
It's just all analog.
You can
Just a
still
really big guy.
overcharge, and you can also do Brilliance if you want. Brilliance is like a free quick attack action, once per combat. So if you want to still frustratingly use Brilliance just to try and do another quick tech, but you can also overcharge to do any quick action. Overcharge gives you heat. It heats up your mech, and it's a stacking thing over time. Like, oh, he just uses Brilliance again. Okay. All right.
Yo!
What invade would you like to use?
You can only do misses and crits. That's amazing.
And you can also bolster or lock on as a free action, by the way. But first, resolve your hack.
0 or 20, yeah. Nothing.
Balance control? Okay. In which direction? By the way, okay. One.
That's actually, yeah, that's really funny. Make him like
Two.
block the corridor.
I think it's like around here. Yeah, it's around
Aw,
here.
dang.
And it's also knock prone.
Did he hit his head on the building on the way down?
It's just
Son of
kind of,
a
I mean,
bitch.
again, this is like Stargaze taking control of the mech to like force it to go, go in another direction. So on its way back, it just kind of like falls over. Like in the name, it loses balance and falls over.
Yeah. That's cool.
And well, that's your Brilliance use. Yeah, it's hardcover for him, but still, he's not prone. If he wants to like move again,
None of
he
us can
needs to-
hit him though.
Yeah, none of you can hit him, but he has to like stand up again, and also the fact that he's in the way, it's kind of hard for the steropes to move over.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
that
a-
he was out of range of most of our guns, anyways.
I mean, I was in range.
You've done your thing though, right?
You can oh, by the way, you
next
can also
one.
scan them whenever you do a quick attack, by the way. Like, anytime you do a tech attack, the Kamalungma can do a scan automatically. So,
Oh.
I can reveal onto you the stats of the mech.
Can we have a picture of the guy who's inside?
Here, let's do that then. Here, I'll just,
It's just like a stick man.
there you go.
Ooh.
It shows
You're
all the
escaping
current stats and all their weapons and systems and so on.
Damn.
Bobby, did you see
Friendly
the cover
interdiction.
thing?
What?
Did you see the cover thing?
I did. I didn't understand. With the flash to pick up one of the two. Really? That's ridiculous. It's just Foundry here has it as a full action, so maybe that's why it's
Maybe they're just racist, I don't know.
The untouched HP is
Well,
something
either
myself.
way,
Aw.
the untouched HP sapping by Alright, that's your turn then. That's your brilliance taken. Alright, now let's move on to this guy who's still standing, just so you know. Pro!
I forgot.
Still standing.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to stand up, which means it uses up all of its standard movement, so it only gets to boost in this case. Do this, and now it's just going to move around like this.
Would it get hurt by its own thing, or is it like friendly?
It's friendly. It gives it soft cover actually by being
crazy.
inside of it.
That's kind of cool.
So, and then it's going to apply, from its sensor range. It's going to apply lock on over at Stargazer. And that's the end of its turn. And finally, Sweet Tooth. Go on, Sweet Tooth.
No.
Blow some shit up, kindly.
I mean, Archetype, actually.
Yeah, well, you can speak to either of them, really. Both of them will respond, and probably very similarly.
Nah, there's 2 bitches in that thing.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's my my description for the NHB. It's just multiple voices exist within the helmet.
Hmm.
Alright, they are within range.
God.
They should. Maybe they shouldn't have been greedy and tried to sneak.
Maybe they shouldn't have been within range. That's kind of their own fault.
Yeah.
Again, you just do the same thing. Remember to deselect everything else, just in case. All the fallen victims from prior, just hold all them. There you go.
There we go. It was because it's just a big circle AoE, I just have to reselect a new circle.
That blast is so fucking big.
It's awesome.
See, this is what happens when there's like good. Like, I'd like to point out, my thing deals like 2d6 plus 3 damage. I just need to hit with it. Dude's got that figured. You got that figured part out. You got that part figured out. Like, yeah, good on you.
I believe you. It's gonna hit really good when it hits.
Yeah.
However, I will be blowing up these guys.
Yeah.
All right, please don't miss. This thing is gonna
it may be
generate
next
2
mission.
Jesus.
Teehee fire big missiles.
And you're in danger zone for that one. But still. Yo, 12 damage on that
I think
poor
he
guy.
might be fucking dead.
Ow!
Dude, this is beyond ow. This is like, this thing got filled by all the missiles.
This is beyond ow. This is owie.
That is
Dude,
true.
this guy is Omega Dad. This one's Omega. It's like this guy just took all the missiles and the other one was just chilling.
Yeah.
I would say that Archetype just straight up focused down on that my area. My god.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I told you, she's very angry. These people, they did a bad thing. Now they have to explode.
True.
Alright.
Insert flaggle emoji, true.
Yeah. The only other thing, is to like shift a little bit. Hold on, let me turn on all the movement measuring crap again. It takes basically my entire next turn to shift off all the heat if I wanted to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, if you want to stabilize, you need to get out of it. Yep.
Yeah. So for now, there's no consequences just for using the movement.
No.
Cool. I'm gonna... I don't really want to just walk right into the horrible zone, so...
Yeah.
You will burn. Not in heat, just so you know, but an actual fire on you.
Am I don't know, I'm kind of okay here, because there's going to be more guys, I assume, eventually.
Yep,
yeah, we still have 4 turns to go.
Yeah, you have to hold out until the end of the 6th turn of the round, I mean, so...
I'm going to move... like, here.
Okay.
Just to, hypothetically be in the most range to the most things.
Fair enough. Is that it?
Then I'm pretty sure that's everything. I'm probably not going to overcharge if that's the question.
okay. I was gonna ask.
You're learning.
The other thing is I think I have the raise the banner rule, but I don't want to use that yet.
Right, those are your core powers. Those are very precious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only get them once per deployment, so...
And it's worth you need to be in line of sight too, so I want to get everyone in it.
Yeah, but you don't need you need to remember, this isn't necessarily the only mission we'll be doing. Seeing as we're kind of like fresh out of luck for where the fuck we are, even.
Fuck, this is a bit of a mess getting into. It's still kind of squeeze in. It kind of ends up here because it has to climb over the mannequin and it basically uses climbing. So this is basically all it can do. And with its quick action, it's going to apply here. Let me check the range on this damn thing. Cool. So it's going to do this onto you, Stargazer.
What?
The hostile part. where you need to do an agility save or become slowed until the end of your next turn. So basically, on your mech, right? On your bar, there's like mech part. Mech, agility. Click on that, and then just roll for it. Ooh, does that meet the save? It does! You don't get slowed.
Let's go.
Let's
But
fucking
after
go.
that, it creates like a little burst one area, which is now difficult terrain.
Damn. Is there like a written like fluff for why it becomes difficult terrain? Is it all like lightning?
It's a ceiling gun. It's a ceiling gun, which is basically glue. You just got like spam
Ah.
like
It's like
ball-
fire extinguisher.
That
Yeah.
fucking thing from the Prey game.
I was about to say, yeah, the glue gun.
Yeah.
The
That's cool.
gunk gun.
Hey,
Splooge
Yeah?
gun.
both of you stop.
And
No.
that's basically its turn.
And
And
that's turn 2.
that's like to finish up the round. I'm just finish up the session. I'm just gonna like deploy the reinforcements here.
Just 100 extra enemies. I'm just gonna
No,
count
I
them.
have
2 million
rules.
ants. Can we see 2 million ants?
2 million ants.
Send in the infantry.
Alright, let me.
We're
just-
out of mechs, guys. We're gonna have to take them out of the cockpit by force.
You have no idea, guys. I felt so fucking cool, like killing that first enemy with an axe, and then I feel really embarrassed just missing every other heavy, super heavy attack.
Okay, but
I
you
feel
drew
like
all
I
the
did
attention.
hardly anything.
You machine
Yeah,
gun
you did
guys.
stuff.
I shot a big guy. He didn't die. I shot
Yes,
a
what's
little
it?
guy. He didn't die.
It's about
That's all I
softening
did.
people up.
Yeah.
What's it? Like I got some harassment in on one of the scourers. I softened
And
up
then
the support.
And then I could kill it. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I was gonna
annoying.
say
That-
big moments aren't that necessary. However, I am calling dibs on first round next time because I want to unload everything into the other support.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and even as you said too, Holly. Holly. It's just sometimes your job is just bullying someone.
I was gonna say, yeah, all adds up.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
push someone
that's
over
true.
long enough, they might just explode.
Next time, I'll actually hit my Nexus instead of
Ooh,
missing both of them.
Like you need to remember too that like something like the Lancaster, the game themselves even says it in lore. Like
No, that's artillery.
yeah, support units do a shit ton. Like you guys have no idea. It cannot be offensive because then everyone would like break into sticks and paper.
Hmm.
Alright, but yep, the next reinforcements are down here, but that won't be a problem for the next session to handle.
Yeah.
So
I will say, next week I don't have work on Thursday, meaning I can go for way longer.
It's fair.
It's just every other Wednesday or like every other Thursday I have work there.
Alright.
The employed human.
So does this website save the exact
Yes,
positioning
it
of everything?
saves
Yeah.
everything. I'll just now all I'm gonna do.
How are we
is
gonna
just,
deal with the artillery?
I'm just gonna put all of you back in the main menu now, cause that's fun.
Because we're all kind of bunched up here.
Not me. I am way out of
Wah,
position.
wah, 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 wah. Also,
I
I
was
want
gonna
to
say you can fly right. That might help.
say with this opening screen, that like pulsing eye is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just went for a little extra flair. It's unnecessary, but I
Yeah.
like
Well,
the
see, I think the
unnecessary.
small ones are pulsing too.
Yeah.
It's cool as fuck.
I mean, well, that's the fluffy technique. I didn't
Okay.
have to, but I'm doing it anyways.
He's so cool, guys.
Yeah.
Fluffy the
I love
numbers.
I love our DM. He's fucking deranged.
Yeah, I was gonna say fucking hard as hell.
I went like
How?
completely
So wait.
like off script for the.
We do agree that
campaign.
it's 2 missions
It is.
for the
too-
Solstice Reign. Right?
Well, considering the changes done, it's not technically 2 missions, but you'll see next week once you finish the combat. So you'll see exactly why it's not 2 missions.
So will we get for longer?
Not. I won't say particularly. You're just gonna have to wait and see next.
We're
I don't
not
wanna
gonna get
spoil
license
things.
level 2 is what I'm asking.
Again.
Well, I'll take that as a yes.
No, I'm just saying that like I already mentioned this at the start. Like if things go well, I can always like extend Solstice Reign, but I want to see until we like finish it. So you guys give me a opinion if you want to continue Solstice Reign, or you rather go to Duskgrave, which is like the other
This guy get
supplement,
fucking
which
killed.
is
Oh yeah, there is.
like another 2 extra missions. But again, they're just for Solstice Reign, I already kind of have like an idea how to continue it past this, but I just want to see like your opinions at the end of it. Like if this is like a story you wanna, if you're interested in
Sure.
continuing, but you know,
What about my opinions right now and that it's really fun?
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself
I
a
know,
lot.
but
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to wait and see until you get like the actual meat of the Solstice reign. This is just the first combat.
Okay, but fun.
I was gonna
and
say, if
more
you're
fun.
knocking it out of the park in the first combat, like, this is really enjoyable.
It's the approval
Yeah.
noise.